baby BSia, assemblyman, assemblywoman, yeah, be from. Almost 1 year nipa. Enti a boy ya share 2020 no. Ye dasu jina so. Senyame adom na ye ba benwa. Assembly for ye betu omu bibi kakra. Bosumi bia ye be ma omu bibi kakra. Sene be ya almost so ombeti mi aye juma. Sene se fata emaye. Se ohwe Ghana he na assembly for 6,000. Na 6,000 oma obia 1,000 Ghana mpo 1,000 Ghana what they can by 6,000 saying 6 million cedis me ka say ye ba ban mu a ye beti minister for no so if you say minister bia oma na ka mienu sa Land Cruiser yi baako no ama no saluka baako no ama no dan no ama no petrol no etua no electricity bill wetua no water bill wetua no DSTV wama no allowance bibia enti yete sa minister for no so a yebenya sika etua assembly members so enti maka to ho Semi be your man penia. Me minister for omomro 60. Omomro edosia. Nana Akufo-Addo ba first. Na ministers near 127. A hani odionun son. Enti ebe tiaba from aba 60. Na sika yebe sevi say yate minister for no so ebe son edi etua assembly members. Eka.
A 24-hour economy. I say, I don't know where he got the idea from, but it is not a bright idea. The 24-hour economy cannot be legislated by government. Today, there are many businesses that are already open for 24 hours. Hospitals are open for 24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. Banks, because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours. The police is working for 24 hours. Security services are working for 24 hours. So, what is this 24-hour economy that you want to bring? It is purely an issue for any business. If you feel you will make money opening 24 hours, there is no law preventing you from opening. But this is one idea that Mahama thinks he has brought. It is a bad idea. It is an idea that has not been thought through.
That's so high. Nano nanado ba mekasa na foot 20 mabosum nyina aduane afira mfia. Ene moti se mekasa metirim. Ya ni brisem. Futro na mamiti. Me yanya yade e wo tire ho. Adan yaye bone ban. Ahafoma yaye bone ban. Kasa da mirafo. Adan ya was says this is me no pen ya ndisi for dia ahafu ya to aba ya to my MPP na fe dia ba no sen eni ya fa atiti musa koko kakra mutumi toyi anya kwan we so anefa ko wo be ko bia na ka da fom ena ya nua nyina bokana fo na etwa ya nyina ade ko ya fora si nyina na asai ena nsuo to ana wusu so hwa wodan so bepa adan ya kano kura musumi yan kano kure adan ya ya bone bai
Well, we have Kwaba. We just media live on OK 101.7 FM. Na UTL live so High Live Radio, our DC, DMV. UTL live or Kings Jersey Radio, our New Jersey Abroach Memo na UTL live so your partner radio stations or Madaroma. Omunyina kabum emi de ebrem wo National Radio Adafopa Media wo Belgium ne France. And na migachu FM okukrentu me na hene go so my hene. Na semi ama ayareho which said the nana ni dimi na nanim crowd de kasa no a akwan money nyame anim ne ekum Ghana third world country de akwan money pa ekuen ma me mbobio na de nana hene kan ye no enkoye nyina say akwan money adan na wokasa omotoma MPP so still ya na omakwan no enye kwan money no omotom na we is a classic example of me kro mu adanse ne amanse oba ba bi ti so odoto biri say ya Wamoto 99% MPP. So still, not to say development and akwan here should be premised on vote. Because you to ma bayo ya to ma bayo you chia tax ma bayo. Until road construction should not be based on say to ma bayo. E was a bayo no ye. E was said ye SSA wo ye. That is why I would e-levy. That is why I would taxes. But my memo na de ani bi on kire ni ye nyina ye hu. And then we will look at the punchlines are course between President Mahama, former President Mahama, and the Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia about 20 policies near idea where to my way. Where is the alternative for 2024? And Mahama versus Bawumia, baby a drone, Nani anonym. Allah so nam the sideline all year, Juma say waba for the youth. Waba for ranting and maba one. Mebo Alan video no so watch them, but before Alan Bebebuno. My memo nana a voice nin chiremu bio. Na me san chiremu de e koso kosa fe no wa join ya. Jasu and a utie no okay 101.7 FM. Any across the world, you know, or live or Facebook or live or YouTube or Vim Lady online. Any all live so or okay FM Facebook, okay 101.7 FM so Facebook. It's baby your friend Vim Lady if you are mini DOP Mr. Kojo Hansen, DJ All Black, any production team now. Solid ye de ma bra na ye be mo adjoin cause unti obekaya say na no Monday Dr. A friend saying Dr. Jordan Febeka say NDC e were more loyal supporters than MPP. Now he mentioned they say the entire say NDC from Dada nyina was say NDC were more loyal supporters. What at an MPP the omo one a middle class for no. In the NDC they be a call about what we here plus 5% plus 1. NDC be we need this year. But MPP for every day be here 7% of the total vote cast plus 1 as an omako. Just that MPP for no more middle class for a year more school kakano or more years for more mudijano. MPP for more voters there. NDC, but generally no NDC were more loyal supporters. So they remember nana. A video ninchi obi mansana makodi ebe ekwa mambo Dr. Don Fedie no mesanya ba musu bi meka obi jaso live okay na o hwe no how
dey to mu party ya wo yare da ho no wi kro be so la kotwa ba na ya NDC sa 88 no emu
NDC were more loyal supporters than MPP
ya far better me ko kan say ma MPP ni bi di matam so on tell say ma ko kan say aja me hwe mu amaye na me nim sa MPP yeah ehwehwemu na da di say we fa sa nipa 88 na emu men kan say 45 there omu ye very omu pay NDC ba omu fani agro ti say ye kontro bande NDC anya ade kura anya na around 44-45 omu
was asking vote no omu bank crown sa na omu akọ election no
NDC be dia because NDC the omu natural people bi a they be si bia mo po na MPP no they are na ma omu timi eba ba mu ni say we the time bia no they be kan NDC will need about 5% of others to help them form government. 5% plus 1, but the MPP needs 7% plus 1. It is always difficult for an MPP.
To na kanibio it will na kanibio say and
And 88% of the Ghanaian population has already made up their mind where they will vote for in the next 50 years. They love their political party so much. Out of the 88, NDC commands 45. That makes NDC stronger than MPP. MPP's strength hovers around 43. And so every day, every time, MPP will need 7% plus one vote. 7% of people who ordinarily are not members of MPP to vote for them, plus one vote to form government. And NDC will need 5 plus one vote. Those are more from the start, it's difficult for MPP than NDC. Now, so the MPP kakran is 12% na mekan. Yana MPP ewo sympathizers. Menka say omo akoma DMPP ejize omo ye omo party card anaso omo ye MPP for. Sangrofu omo ye educated people. Uba Ghana degree holders, master degree holders. Ya no mutampe politics. Ghana omo mosua ngoma panto do na politics. To ni party bia osoro kotuna ba wota de echo. Ba we party our program. Yana eta sangrofu ta favor MPP pa. Business people, top business men in the country. Usia no mudi nkoma omo ta favor MPP pa. This is anglophone. Omo bufu MPP bia MPP go so. Omo bufu a pe MPP go so because omo bufu a we shouldn't forget omo wo yere omo wo ma omo ye omo wo anwa 12% no emu 7 and yes anglophone. But 7 no omo yere no omo ma no anwa mo bekeka aka ho a omo ko 10. Because of that, so when to me anya de omo from middle class no. Some middle class went to satisfy omo ye MPP ni went to the bia say MPP for omo ni pa bi di atema ya me di omo ho arehopa because middle class who did the atema on pewo omo decent people.
So the high. Nano nanado ba me kan sana na foot 20 ma bosom nyina adwane afira mfia. Ene moti se me kasa metirim. Ya ni brisem. Futro na ma meti. Me ya nya yade e wo tire ho. Adan yaye bone ban. Ahafoma yaye bone ban. Kasa da mi raho. Adan ya was 6 districts. Me no pen na NDC for there. I have ya to aba ya to my MPP. Na fe de ba no sen. Eni ya fa titi musa. Koko kakra mutumi toyi. Anya kwan we so anefa ko. Wo be ko bia na ka da fom. Ena ya nua nyina boke na fo na etwa ya nyina ade ko. Ya fora si nyina na asai. Ena nsi oto na wusu so hwa wo dan so bepa. Adai ya kano kura musumi yan kano kure adan ya ya bone bai
BBAC assemblyman assemblywoman ni abe from almost one year nipa. Enti ebo a ye share 2020 no ye da so gina so senyame adom na ye ba aban mu a assembly for ye betu omo bibi kakra bosome bia ye be ma omo bibi kakra sene be ya omo so ombetimi aye ejuma sene se fata emaye se o hwe Ghana ha gina assembly for 6,000 na 6,000 oma obia 1,000 Ghana mpo 1,000 Ghana what they can by 6,000 saying 6 million cedis me ka say ye ba ban mu a ye beti minister for no so if you say minister bia uma na ka mienu sa Land Cruiser yi baako no ama no saluka baako no ama no dan no ama no petrol no etua no electricity bill wetua no water bill wetua no DSTV one man allowance bibia enti yete sa minister for no so a yebenya sika etua assembly members so enti maka to ho se me be yo man panyi a me minister for omomro 60 omomro edosia Nana Akufo-Addo ba first na ministers here 127 ehane odionu son enti ebeti aba from aba 60 na sika yebe save say yate minister for no so ebeson e de etua assembly members eka.
I hear John Mahama has a new idea that he wants a 24-hour economy. I say, I don't know where he got the idea from, but it is not a bright idea. The 24-hour economy cannot be legislated by government. Today, there are many businesses that are already open for 24 hours. Hospitals are open for 24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. Banks, because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours. The police is working for 24 hours. Security services are working for 24 hours. So what is this 24-hour economy that you want to bring? It is purely an issue for any business. If you feel you will make money opening 24 hours, there is no law preventing you from opening. But this is one idea that John Mahama thinks he has brought. It is a bad idea. It is an idea that has not been thought through.
And you do so. You do so.
Yaka gender equity, gender balance, and inclusion. How a man so it play a significant role in our body politics. Do you have any considerations, sir? Obey a female your running mate.
One of the key considerations, top considerations are me fancy me use na said me kind no me movement for change ya make one sem nyina so pa say ye bema young people in this country enya.
Do you feel betrayed? Do you feel betrayed?
But I can't say the bear me rain feel.
Okay.
It's about 60% of all ministerial and government appointments, will be for young people.
Okay.
And 50% of the appointments in a man. So if your movement for change there. Now
60% young people.
Yeah.
50% of that 60% will also be female.
Female. Tonight
I was having a mamma but just media make how be also live. Okay, 101.7 FM. And our live so all the platforms here. They brought me got you FM Okukrent to me, High Live Radio, DC, Virginia, Baltimore, Maryland, and your live also. Kings Jersey Radio, News Jersey Abrochimem, Naspa Radio, UK Abrochimem, Adam Papa Media or Belgium, ne France. They are live or baby, I live so YouTube or Vim Lady Online, or live Facebook and so okay 101.7 FM Facebook page. And it looks like this week there, Mahama versus Bawumia, they've been going at each other. But the same week, and I'm able Alan, yes, or no priority, no. It's not something between Mahama and Bawumia, and he's not interested. On the main focus, say job for the boys, job for the boys. And you ma obey creative at their mom. That's what his movement is about. I disagree with you. Now, no, maybe catch him say the MPP for now, no more suspended party for me. I disagree with them because really, no, Alan still our MPP. No, he only withdrew from a year first. A presidential primaries not so I withdraw because of Buga they born on I withdraw. So really, someone can say. More suspending be based on say or more support you. Really, they are not supporting any candidate. Alan informed me originally a political party. Or say a movement no ye. And you go over crank, I'm matching say ni bana filing a candidature. And be our be say yes support candidate because technically Alan here can say or said any candidate too. Because electoral commission open process be for any bona fide candidate. What is happening right now near party level no and a party for no alpha or moon for. But on electoral commission ballot paper no obi anya candidate. But political parties need process no. They have flag bearers. Into a mukra mayor candidate. They are all flag bearers. It depends on what the MPP more say. Yeah, you. I think that more constitution more applying here more because the amount MPP move your my dangerous for more MPP for no. I ask my doctor don't for can say. NBC at every point in time be a Ghana better abano. NBC was 45% in their bank. They have very loyal supporters. MPP for because most supporters don't do an middle class for okay for aboso kind for China Dubai for any other no most supporters don't do no and yet a friend say they near one them near will be a friend LSM living standard measure you will be a measure about candidates now voters or more. If you do a demographic analysis nipa na mass people mass audience do na NDC omo ya middle class omo nya mass omo middle class for no do na MPP sa crofo no wudi send na dog don fake wudi nko asem kakra omo no na omo to atia o it almost $1 exchange rate no e be affect MPP because those middle class for no omo de ko Dubai ba no omo de ko China ba no omo de ko Accra land ni ade ba no omo de yo kan chief for aboso kan for omo to spare pass do na dollar na cry campaign message ama omo dada. The dollar is the number one CD dollar exchange rate is the number one campaign manager for NDC. The CD dollar exchange rate is the number one campaign manager for NDC. So campaign or more NDC. The dollar is campaigning for NDC. It is a money now we imagine say more where you suspending at the time when you need people. This is not time for you to so. Meanwhile, I know for sure MPP for Mona will feature Pal and Chow. So why are you doing this to yourself? If NDC has 45% of the total vote in their bank, not just MPP for more 42. More 42. 42 no crown and shaky mama. They are not Dr. Don't fair patch and say, some middle class for about 7%. So 7% na make a dollar no cry compare Tiamo MPP. The dollar is now the campaign manager for NDC. It is more when you are China for Okanti for Aboso Kai for Nina, Kumasi for no Mudi Jano Mukofani Maban. Omoka Omon to one Domon Catomon to NDC. So Omoka Omon to cry by the voter party Bemua. More Monchia Betremo. Meanwhile, but who have 50% of the total vote plus a single one. It's before more homework. It's a more feature more pal and chono. This is not time to sack Alan Martin's disciples. Munya study. Already more even the way I'm more approaching Mahama 24-hour campaign message. I think I wrong way in Bawumia about it. Because Bawumia said more can say, oh, it was not thought through. Any idea? Oh, he has no message. It's a wrong move. 24-hour no, and critically analyze it. Say, yeah, 24 hours security men crying beko. Don't dismiss it. A wrong move. If you dismiss it on Mahama new message, more I must say Mahama find a campaign message. Only criticizing MPP. Fine. Or no one in the campaign message abaso or better to name so. And Yama baby what to say a teacher today, me my mother catch me position on that. And they a bogus campaign message. Licensure exams everywhere in the world, even Ghana, lawyers to trust licensure exams. Doctors. Now imagine say doctor for control licensure exams. Now you say doctor be and the final exams to be through school no, and one on fan kwa. Naka uti oya. Now ya ma panana uni pe go. Imagine the kind of negligence, medical negligence cases ever PS work court. Is it a doctor there? Oh, doctor for control licensure exams. Be a teacher for mo kocha ya mad ye. You benya dachi, you benya doctors, nurses, lawyers, engineers. I'm also more control licensure. It is our campaign message in the Yomogo. Mahama should not listen to them. And once Mahama say, Oba obey, he should not remove it. Abrochena yen 9%. Yes, we had the to say glass and guano. Who could eat the crack? we are license exams. Now my catch them say, you go Judy my ass a crowd, your license exams. It's your but me say, Mahama 24-hour campaign message is good. It is about me attacking message, you know. What you have to do is to look at the loopholes in the message. See, 24 hours, security ben manages 24 hours. No. What I say? Security ben because say I am not World Bank. It is a policy for need to be for police for any can wo. Yeah, po. Say the answer I am not World Bank. I say it we cannot employ more police officers. For the police are better Bank of Ghana, any Ministry of Finance. It is a question I will Bawumia also be some Mahama and say, and if I don't confess Sikano, about 24-hour economy. No, you can't confess bank for so munya Juma the next 24 hours, and maybe the next 12 hours. You must pay them, you must pay ministries, you must pay departments, you must pay agencies. Yeah, confess Sikano was here at the time where IMF had the credo or the padlock after ye Sikaso. These are the questions about you must be asking Mahama. Don't just dismiss it, Keke. Say any policy, Papa. Because Ghana near branch here not to know in your Jumania no. Or not 24 hours now, a good news, man. Because I just obey Moduma, obey fire service, obey ministries, a Jumaye. But then to get in the way, they go to say a debt. Your public debt, it costs 600 billion. That is the question also beside Mahama. Say, Mahama, yeah, I wouldn't say I am a 2015. And I ask Uncle I am a 2 bars, come and I bet you uncle for wake up. Police ben ekwa guard bank number 24 hours. Cause daytime cry to me bank of what you na police niti e mo bie to say ma ho. Who is going to do that security? You fan go for military man. Why sika na yedi kwa kotu because they say Ghana your revenue na yenya no. E mo 90% yedi tua e first salaries. Eti ko fa workers ni be kan wa. Who konye sika wo he na dey tua omo. Mind you napco cry yenya sika tua napco completely. They are still napco for Make can't be as the NAPCO for this is the kind of first checks and balances, but it's good that we are having ideas. This is the time one you ideas you be pushing Ghana forward. And the NDC man ideas, the MPP man ideas are good. Criticize where they are not criticize where they are not vote. No. One year adjoining Yansan son to aba, and yet because I was downful, and yet because Nipani, that is why me diminium TV3 for 1 year. Yen media for, but near maybe one or more wrong. Media margin coins cacrano, margin coins, Menyana me, margin coins cacrano. That when you put up a year friends and a cartoon, no, monsieur cartoon, no, me who said Sam George so can be, and I love Sam George. Now only boldness I could do Sam George call UN or coca LGBT once and look, you and you be the work could do betting a fire. Sam George, a small boy as he is, he was so bold in front of our brother on him so pay LGBT as somebody, but he was bold enough to read the statement and make Sam George. Make our money sponsor a bill, no one quiet say the LGBT. I thought that was bold on the part of Sam George. But I disagree with Sam George so because Bawumia or ye ceremony a day or ye Christiani at night. So our religion now NDC for petrol media campaign they're wrong. Muntu madrimu. They're wrong. Ghana was unique position. Nigeria for crying. We are the only country in sub-Saharan Africa. In fact, Ghana, we are the only country in the world because America crown. A bit your friend where they be Islamophobia. They have some fear for cremophobia. Ghana is the only place on the planet. Edu bronya a cremophobia Christopher for peace. Edu Ni nyina ya Ghana road. What you say? Ni nyina ya Ghana road. Into the ancient of mine called him. Ni nyina ya ma on mine so and then we are looking at that. The Bawumia factor against Mahama factor, and I played all the videos to you, and I'll be reading all your messages near the except on media attempt they forget your money and ya the video be at the media phone. We should be the ones here the issues no better forefront. We should be the one. Me and yet BBI so be so better about because of Osuma or home so ye Christoni and no ye Cremoni. I think it's a wrong thing. What they are to abandon because road in yes, your hini can was me. So road in yet that is the issue. That is the issue. These are the issues. Me media for no your job now as part of your job, you see educating Kofono. Our job now is not be able to say baby and Kofono or they are joining religion. Now Dabena Ghana Christo sum koye obi road, and now Christo sum koma obi a minimum wage. Now why are we using chromosome as he said? Oh, now Bawumia is saying about we should not do that. We should not do that. Yanko issue based. Mahama 24-hour economy. Bawumia also plan is saying. Plan is say what is your solution? Jobs ben how they bad for the youth. $60 exchange rate and then I'm 12. No. What are you doing about it? How are you going to build the economy? How are you going to ensure say when do you want to pay a Juma? This is what we are waiting to hear from Bawumia. This is what we are waiting to hear. Now, so are we a full soldier? So your job is to ensure so they are quite doing minimum. And Kotwaba because we're a Cremoni, we're a Christoni. Mahama betina konyas we're Christoni. But every day be as long before everybody Cremophobe Salah Mahama Odim Meboa. In fact, NDC major support base back with Zongos. It didn't change the fact that NDC Zongo people so voted for Mahama because they believe in his agenda, they believe in his vision. That is it. And yet because Mahama a Christian, there be some Mahama call Assemblies of God. It has never been an issue, say Mahama call Assemblies of God. So why should it be an issue, say Bawumia a Cremoni, and there be a Christopher in Christopher ye program no more for Bawumia monko. Say omo for Bawumia monko ana. These are issues here, but can't want them. But first, Mami Musa Hobson, Adoye wunim so MPP for no. You come on, we MPP from penny for or my yeah, Juma MPP bar power hopes na doye waka. Say party for so almost summarizing a free mo. At the point I'm I said the dog don't fake no. Momona back crazy opposition. And this if one easy said this if benya a point. No maba abemu. And I don't know hopes I would like to take your views on same way first a dog don't fake because I thought that it was very important for MPP for I don't know say if they've paid attention to NDC for every day biomu kuta 40%, 45% of votes our bank. NDC for antisa MPP for momo nibisa mono mo de middle class China for so koba na ne dollar na we ne pe or 20 awo. Nti ma membo biam kira wansa na maba
committed to mo party ya wo yare da ho no wukro be so la kotwa ba na ya NDC. Sa 88 no
NDC were more loyal supporters to MPP.
Yeah. Far better. Me ko kan say my MPP ni bi di matem so on tell say my ko kan say aja me mu amaye na me nim sa MPP yeah ehwehwemu na da di say wo fa sa nipa 88 na emu men kan say 45 there omu ye very omu pay NDC pa omu fani agro ti say ye control ban NDC anya de kura anya na around 44-45 omu
was asking vote no omu bank crown say na omu akọ election no
NDC be dia because NDC the omu natural people bi a they be si bia mo po na MPP no they are na ma omu timi eba aba mu ni say we the time bia no they be kan NDC will need about 5% of others to help them form government. 5% plus 1, but the MPP needs 7% plus 1. It is always difficult for an MPP.
It will not can be. What say? And to other turbo can be.
Me say, ofre ohamu chichemu aduocho ngochia 88.
People get that one.
And 88% of the Ghanaian population has already made up their mind where they will vote for in the next 50 years. They love their political party so much. Out of the 88, NDC commands 45. that makes NDC stronger than MPP. MPP's strength hovers around 43. And so every day, every time, MPP will need 7% plus one vote. 7% of people who ordinarily are not members of MPP to vote for them, plus one vote to form government. And NDC will need 5 plus one vote. Those are more from the start, it's difficult for MPP than NDC. Now, so the MPP kakran is 12% na mekan. Yana MPP ewo sympathizers. Menka say omo akoma di MPP ejize omo ye omo party card and also omo ye MPP for. Sangrofo omo ye educated people. Uba Ghana degree holders, master degree holders. Ya no munta ampe politics. Ghana omo musua ngoma pando don ampe politics. To ni party bia osoro kotuna ba wota the echo. Ba we party our program. Yana eta sangrofo.
Okay, until Hobson, this is the issue I was talking about. Say it's so easy for NDC to win, which is why I was a momoyam homework. Now at this point now, I was a momoyam homework and I'm also more party play. Yeah, see you more in Chemoa, Mose more Alano. Onsa can let her be a chess or more you must in Chen. But also microphone or off.
Good. Thank you. I'm saying
let her be sir.
Let her be a no, sir. Obiancho let him read.
And as the above Bonteno, who were they talking to?
Release, why? And your letter.
But as bona fide party members, they should have written to you people directly, say, we are party card member, you are not here suspended. They must write to you because privity of contract, there's a contract between you and party, Nana.
They cannot write to us. They cannot. They have no that powers to write to us. Share Article 3 of the Constitution. What the my main kind baby. Article 3 E. Resignation of a member. A static where Nipanafa pen and paper actual address it to the constituency chairman or regional chairman or national say my resign. And no honum. Ufru pem nasa resign or musum. Nafe party maybe or hoduma now. Number 2, suspension of a member. That is Article 3F. Suspension of a member. A member may be suspended from membership of the party or holding any office in the party pending an inquiry. I don't know yet throw at the bro. Yeah, suspend. Number 3, expulsion of a member. A member may be expelled from the party on grounds of misconduct. Yes, what's your bokro no a good party then you fee that's a bibisa. I don't know, you throw near their bro. Now, 3H, 3H, a hold on me follow under.
Okay.
For feature of membership. Was say a member of a party who stands as an independent candidate against the officially elected member of the party, or who joins or declares his or her support for another political party or for an independent candidate when the party has sponsored a candidate in the general or bar elections automatically forfeit his or her membership of the party. This is Article 3H. I fall under this H.
Okay.
Sir Okoko declare support Emma independent candidate against your year. First place. Answer Rebecca say party as sponsor candidate, Now electoral commission FBA in whom ama political parties akwa file. And to omo file of a party as sponsor candidate. Et I don't know okotiasa eyida e honum anasa article we no eden. So who that no. Say obi kasi si ase o me call independent electoral commission emie. Eti why show to say or
onye technically onye candidate.
Here say what would that no? Me say legal person be a tro yi ko 2 years say Saturday way, yeah, the party to call a quarter party, but if what I'm saying, why should I go and then waste my time? I will not waste my time on that. And because of that, they do. Why? Do they need to write to inform us? Say, I forfeit. At a grade 3H, you know, my kanya, my constituency secretary. My year a member of the National Communications team from March 2008 to date. To the last time, or Moka say, you know, so on that, say. Now, you hold me when a candidate, an independent candidate, has filed with the electoral committee. I don't need to say, hey, now, where do you go? Where you say, what cohort dia and you are to party, mra? You see, I met director of elections. Ewo Akutampa, the 1 week in I say. And where you are, yes, I'm a friend of Opa Muncho letter, was this year, Ubia do home control. Ubia draw because ye can say Ubian Fale so Coco contest here. It did to the SCA Petro. So that you know, he knew, would knew. Sanya she said it here. But when it was sponsored, orchestrated
by who?
By Gabi Asare Ochredako. Well, no, I'm more pushy, sir. Agenda way. I know. I am saying it for a fact.
And what is Gabi interest or BSRT and sponsor CNE Alan Crawford? In any case, Gabi in position is a MPP. National executives on count. What is his interest?
No, so question where you're inconsequential.
Also, who is saying once another?
Now.
Let me throw a question.
What is that word? Who's that word to say? All the executives put together. So on the channel. That's what they mean. Because at that maybe US that day, Afafranto movement, you know, a program on Natwo, a Wakra. Etibi Kobe. Maybe I never say. I don't say, me young people, but a great sympathizer of Alan Chamantin. My belief in him will no end change here. That immediate 2024, Metro Obama, Alan Chamantin. But when it comes to parliamentary, I'll give it to MPP. I don't know who you are. Just then people be a Troy, say, hopes in a doye, preaches skirt and blouse. Then Gabia Sarochida send sa publication no mame. Say, I want to find out if that is your stand. What's any mommy? I have it here. If that is your your position, Adam say yes, I support Alan because Alan feeds me every month. Alan Chamanti to me every month. So I will support him any day. I was say, okay, thank you. I just want to know, establish that position. Okay. Adam say yes. And Janina when I said, look, I got the hint Thursday. Mene obi edim komo. Ados you bibi say na minya botre ma hu say general secretary de mia min hu nipa na pusha ye pushing no ne pressure down so na am say me twen. Because said the general secretary I'm waiting for my letters. I was you nobody is going to sack you. You have sacked yourself. So the general and workers adeja. Ye disi hodum. Eti na guess o muri you know o muri the Thursday or Friday. And yes o bi catch up say Monday I hope say birthday eje yen twen the fan 7 no happy birthday. Nanka da ben Anna MPP General Secretary aye press release 6 a.m. da. Da ben. Niama kesia elkoso ewo krom. Da ben Anna 6 a.m. ya release aye. And then Sunday night, yes, pressure, course upon course.
I am from the same Gabia who can ask them so send you.
Other sources are mean person body. So they should release. And they agreed. No so that's 6 o'clock news and Nash now me hoping never be say and breaking me. You see, they should know me better. Bibia do what may break me down. Me, I have a thicker skin. And they know Bibia ni hon mo bit my ye. Amana break it.
But hopsi e break you but more party na. O share the dog don't fair can say already no more MPP for more call with yi. Say anso na obra Alan the why ye so kire say MPP vote na na so ate no cause Alan o free MPP mu. Inti mo amukro ya na mu nyina mu di na kire. Don't you think say elections me my predict say be round second round. It will be a straight jacket win for NDC because do you think it's the right move?
When the casa Alan Chamantin is going to win the election. That one, may say get it right.
Okay.
Alan Kojo Chamantin is going to win 2024 elections. If you your political idea, so no, go through social media everywhere, get to the streets, listen to the talk of the people. We are tired of NDC MPP. We are tired of NDC MPP. Yeah, Ghanaians are expecting a third force. And Alan is not coming with a political party. Okay. Alan's position is that we have over 20-something political parties in Ghana. Mm-hmm. We don't need a new political party, but we need a new leader. A new leader who is coming with a union government for the first time to push the country forward. When we have a president, obey the ministers, every MPP, NDC, CPP, PNC, coming together to make sure, say, or more up pushing the development agenda. Mm-hmm. Do you think, say, the minister, me find so ye NDC member, Edna Babeka Abayan, at the Inshayaba, say the Equa, or do parliament and in Grove of Bagasi Debbie. Okay. PNC at the whole country, Uber will say, sir. You can say a division sharp division manumu abibia no partisan line no. Yeah. Say a very to sukakra. Independent candidate are winning as president. I him full soldiers if him. No, I can say ana 1.2 you know ye kwa vandalize the office. That's okay.
Okay. Eti Alan now oni obi be alliance now what they winning and answer on because people like Kofi Cranton or the case or union government because Odike na say first or say union government. Is he going to align with anybody?
Me say Alan is saying that he's contesting 2024 as independent candidate. Okay. Now, as he's going as independent candidate, who ye MPP ni na so ye debated, who feel said there be adem ko ye, nyama ko ye, o kwa ko to abagua. Come and vote for Alan Kojo Chamantin for the presidency. Now, a true parliamentary, Faba MPP parliamentary candidate, Natumano. When you NDC ni, would the confidence, when you say, your mama ba 4 years, it's a waste of time because when you bre emfa, dia ukrasa, any other. Why that sound man so the year? 2 years, they are part of it, my. So, yeah, I cried to Kumasi for 2 years now, we because contract to be a hold more. I had that 32 months, a 28 months in the that time now we so we meet someone now or bar just a Ghana for a debate to Masono as a man acquaintance said on Sunday, on Sankobium, Ubia who Mahama Mamu, Ubia who can say MP bench so Ubia who send you a city just a fundamentals in a week your man may be exposed in the Kaika. So yet you would say Alan Kojo Chamantin. Kebitma winning 2024 elections. Classic example. Mami more classic example. Me fa America na say other place enyaduma. Me the West Africa. Wo share ye honum eastern side. Wo Togo a. Na wo ko Benin. Eti Togo na da ye ni Benin tem.
Yeah.
2016 will be a unity wo hodum as independent presidential candidate. Wamukoko tuabano incumbent ye can say party in government no wamukoko tu ye no omanti anya 50+1 no money na 40-something%. Independent candidate na 24%. What osumi other parties no way internet omuko run off enti year between the independent candidate and then the party in government wamuko run off no we no that independent Patrice no assign Omoho Ababe winning with 65%. aba be president asa win second elections bi. So it happened. And America say, the clouds of Alan Kojo Chairman. Alan started say warrior politics. Yemfa said 1992. I'm 14 in Kappa in political circles. We get line bia oye no kwafo. Want to tune the dumutu basa basa. Eti say alliance o say you yenim say Ghana for ebeden ebeto
aman. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Hope me pese efe me penan beso unia Richard Asante abo doc because he is in the national executive bia saying for bia sana Prof Jobene yenu abema Kofi Kranti because people were saying say Kanan ko join obi to say Kofi Kranti na kebi and no will push him ahead. But
why Kofi Kranti?
Kofi Kranti independent. So on say about that so independent. Urefino.
Tambe. O contest here ben.
I think last election he tried to contest by electoral commission for no you remove some me
nimuno.
Okay. But now you me draw what the one question where you say people have said a focal time now a focal and the cabinet Japan crime people managed to win. It's momo and say people are saying that.
Obi obeka say be politics no want to say. NDC no much or 2 terms a year. Ghanaians were in change.
Okay.
Eti adene de na da ho. E da ho plane. E na me no ka say. MPP atwa 2 terms a year. What dey yen kasa. Yesi da no duru ho a.
Okay.
Obi a be hu say ne sitie. Hwe we e bi asipan hu. Wo kai 2020
elections.
2020 elections. Eye for me na. Primaries. I don't know kululu. Etia the sitting MP. The current deputy speaker of parliament. Asiama. I know muchim ni sa no moje adedema obi no asido that be want to say. Say sapwan we so pa de company. I know decrease or independent. A party train pen paper. And they brought for the name Muduba. Or more address here at the Kokoma, Michael Quay. The parliament. Eti Esiamati parliament or Muya Duma was okay, Yanya communicate. Eja. Wo can ye bob of we mugu hoduma, or you are say Asiaman sorry, uncle. Asiamas was sorry, ya walk on Eja, or can be biatre. Ne colleague said yet Obia was share proceeding that day. They say I was shocked. In Penny Fogo Quajina constituency independent the anti-min in Yaduma. Yeah, may yet then independent Yaduma. Mount 2 independent beer. Nepa, hey, well, we knew crowd na Conyano, one fan quite chichi man and fan man. Yet 2 baby. Nesiama wene wo ya kokin kambe ya MPP anya 137 NDC 137 esiama de jiran finfin hey obi na yesi antimi ne nya aduma no afi asise ye koko tuatua sika na
national executive Simton I need to speak what's in your point no
yeah ese ye koko tua sika Emma Esiama Ebeka Yahunietimi formal majority. Because the Anyanisa no candidacy for one. And this is a formal majority. In the first place, Yakoko Tuabe, amendis as I win speakers Yakadis seat, you know. And today as I'm at the Yakin.
Okay.
And Cassisa and no Emma Yensu. Now who said, Debbie, your money be a hodoma as here to your bossy. Ye nyamra election year mo. Ye nyamra election year mo. I no be say obeko independent. Say one go say ye electoral commission bia yisi anas one value.
And it also I get your point. I get your point. It's a little preemptive.
The decision now party no take here no. Just say I don't know. I'm say o man shada nwinu ho ankwatire. Because the same party destiny be Kase, we should do all we can to bring Alan Chamantin back. So if you want to bring Alan Chamantin back, and you start treating his supporters like this, how can you bring him back? Because Bible say only a fool and wants a an boy. But so we not proper strategy to deal with the issue. If you bet my convincing I'm back. Na sabri ene why the bet banya akukudru say or approach Alan. So what did the Becca position as
yeah, okay. In this press release are blocking any chance of them even negotiating with Alan Meboa.
They cannot even attempt. They cannot even attempt. And the what who the number of MPP polling station executives, constituency executives are, or will resign from the party. What you will chromate, what you move. Men make a chilo. Men make a chilo.
Opposition and Mobecono.
Why no? Men got a very. Say wouldn't make us a man can say Mobeko. That's a or Mobeko.
Okay.
My brother as a dear boy, I was so as a dear boy Mobeko. Now, hopes young for the year. We are taking over from MPP. Kumbadu is going to hand over the mantle to Alan Chamante at the Independence Square.
Okay.
2025 January 6th. 7th.
I about so where you know na me mbusa sa question because me person Alan Bawumia ne Mahama so de na ekọ back and forth. But Richard Asante about mo na mo ti akonwa so de hope say can say mo opposition no because en na first no mo 40% chance I said yeah 90% say mo opposition ye mo ye ma block mo ne Alan opportunity bi ase mo ne be negotiate.
Me that's bebre na me chia minua hopes nso. Na obapa nchia sonko so ma ene wahwefo ne watiefo nyina nso eme se me hwe politics de ene abrabomu de eda bia ni ni ensem epiepie mu because me tue man na so ho dai se ababa 3-4 6 months ago say emre bi bedurama me ne minua hopes yakopie wo program so a na o kasafa ba bi foforo ni nyina no tirim tiro se ne na wotwe betnya base betnya nyina betnya begina paako na yase aka adi nkomo che na yedi kono da bia no na be kan se politics ene abrabom nhihye ne aya wo mu se omo amuka se nyina omo ye MPP for na minua no akoti ya mamra no anase mra na echichire MPP no na the good thing is aja me nso makoyo bia me lawyer nti aya na mitimra na se na miti minua hopes mu so bia omukasa ne ya omu so ase na ndi ba kwa me ka kosi se ne se wo hwe constitution no ne ya kosi na eno no so bibia bankasa anamo bi wa utu a o party ne nhihye no mu kire se watwe ho afiri mu anesa ba eno no yanto abanwie na yegusu a emre kɔ na ade achi na ade nyina na tikese so to ase area adwen so ho na yedidi e ho nkomwe possible say enkodi ni na otwe na minua opanyi kase Oralan ene hopes ni nyina bi omo ba fie say yekoye be yasen ababak possible and she said the
hopes in kind say much letter I release ya command for without even giving them the respect of say party for now mu claim so mo no mo forfeit membership no mo be
that portion of the constitution mpo nkanya so bi mpo tro ho letter so one tro ho letter mpo the moment party ni work candidate now obegina public akase u sani pano nyono ni pa beto abama na be campaign ma yiba foforo bia no that moment na ulusu o status as a party member nya party obi antwokra na sana party mranhye wo hwe kakre samwa wo se no ya MPP ni pa mapa emra 2008 2009 o NDC for koyi atamizo so atamizo ni krom ni enti ene de ontumi nya campaign ma owura kufo no koye admama owura atamios ehwo ano olusu ni status as a party member but eno no ya dia asi but na yempese bi besi asi bi ena make say me no sabre no obi bi obeka say ebe nkasantwe no menso so because me say politics is still about numbers ena yanto aba no de possible say mpanyimfo betumi ase adi nkoma koduru mre bi a
yenua mu a omo akogina nche no omo nyina beba fie na ye nyina yasom yako ayenu ne yetimi akọ break 8 no still possible me no me gidi se ketemada abodwusmu a kasa ya eti susu enti ye die bibibia betumi asi na minua na o church mu aba election ne MPP ye voting party any the number of votes e wo opanyin odi kan kasa ya no e pa che fa ne say
Doc Donfe.
Oh, very good. The good thing is that meaning if you academia and research in some day to wasi. And you know, baby rather say in terms of number of votes are traditional votes are both MPP and NDC one and this one more NPP. And you know, correct. Or check it over the years. Share elections are ya going na. Not checking the results are MPP. Just don't base it on individual research institution be obi akogina baby na wafa nipa 2000 use the national elections as your poll now based on that the assessment you realize at every point in time MPP yekita in excess of 47 plus percentage of the vote that at every point in time wohwe emra kufo efra akonya no so a yedina na adanko akufo ado 2008 you realize the first akufo ado enya 49 point bb kana just 25,000 votes pepe nanka ya win elections no enam say na yemu kwotwecheye na nsem bebre pie mu ntina ntimi ama ya win sa elections no enti wohwe at every point in time your traditional vote and your numbers no yekita yerim say apatitimi si wo elections
He didn't say munkuta o. Or say NDC
na me trust 45%. And I may me trust or say no and I may trust say yeah yekita within the yekita between 47 to 48% of those votes. What we need is to make sure
still amukuta with hopes in mo ko nyina. I don't call for
so that yeah ko to abanti
yeah, my tell is a kufu ye one afranto movement to cry. Said they may try you still
Obapa Vim lady. Miniamu omo se omo ko bo munya nkoye. Eno de say ye yan to aba no.
Ye yan go.
What much? Ye yan to aba. Oh, that be and I metro say. And I metro say. And I metro say. And I metro say Obapa. Say ye to aba no enedi anka ba se minua yokọ ana so uralan okọ anko yenim se nkomodidi e bekoso yenim se ensem bi betimi apiepie mu the same way omufiri mu betimi abafie asi because you see anya is a say obetwe ho na akọ independent menim se minua na cite example of other countries near there but you see the conditions any near those countries anya bi na esiwa what happens is Mame Nana Kuredo Ajman Rollins. Emra Oya Nadri so as independent candidate. Yen na yenim the votes on yae. And yes, and a party. Sano ano cheno a movement to party and the same thing say nipa no action ho. Usha Ghana yen shisha no democracy na ho. The say the political space and ready to accommodate only two major political parties. Now, at every point in time, who said the two major political parties try to undermine the minority parties? See, minority parties no more yacho dada. Obi o tipo political scientist or senior massy or person kind of better say, CPP for jina no mo kasa. CPP members, or Prat, you can tell say Okasa and this in a some faso. Meboa. Obi nsusu ye MPP ni no so kasa obaabia otumu se MPP ni na enya sumfaso obi wo other political parties omukasa so yacha omafa right from the word go and there is no way another person be free baby abewuram na me na me ka akosi ni se yem pese ye bese na me nua host mi ni gina platform so na o ka asem ya ofa onu efia onu akasi because their effort any nyama can who be and they build the MPP abedus baby so mutumi enhwem sa nti minim say emreko no omo beti omo ase na omo nyina ba fie na ye omo awa tu because the point is say
we are aware say yeah more lawyer for more case as he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Now when the control letter say I suspended what? It shows that you are not ready to negotiate.
Omo de ane nya suspension o. Omo de ane for feature. Suspension e obi adi boni. We omo de ane say party no akere say utu sa na monwe say ye kwoto aba ana say ye koye na your candidate na okogina badwam na aka say sa candidate no support na sa from sa mbre ne kono de wonya party babiem. Nye party ni nye senka Hobson ni papa ne e fa ne say minua general secretary ora JFK oya campaign boa no nyina meboa se ni nua nkasa no but enya dia general secretary be ya obetima hu bibi me ba o
me birthday enura say wasani miska for me birthday
ana me choice ni nua nkasa no na dabi obapa
who no ke was no birthday gift o but no say na cho letter no
obapa so one throw letter no dey enkai sem no dey ma no say so uwe afia ye kai wo say ye party mhihye no say utu ufasa akwan we so a ne ebesinie nti nyo bi na eyi obi edio sa anamon na obetu no utu anamon say uko support any other candidate aside the party because ebem ya say mehwe obi ti so Hobson ebra wa brama MPP na ne na otwe wa ma enyema bi abefa na ni so abeja ni nyina si nchen say okoye den to no eso obafie eso oja ni nyina chi no obafie na oba support aduma na ono de na ho odin eni ni moja asom na ye into your party member now you are under the hearing of my voice wherever you find yourself within the country even in the forgotten part of this country and you are hearing me can we say afra to dey bi anim we your party but jira party na mu na kumbu party no na you break it no enkoya den tosem na den tosem eno eboa
me on another issue am o case break
before say be move on dog say no who say begin no grano who say for front of the gown hope say for front of do
that one na otwe osoro ne baba so sa wa adwen o se sa wa adwen en echa no pa osoro ne ye de osoro ne be hye ho say ne pen ye de tro
the American say Richard Yeboah wo ye witness to the work as some of us wo ka ho bi you were close with him tama ye what national level no a lot of national officers today no more constituency level no more region no more national so on there no but nindina no you attest to the fact say oh hope say there or aduma wa ye wa bedi atu ho no man say oja ho no mko ni kra ni say
enti brafie the kra ni say brafie
yi nindina no the kra ni say wo beka say me say me wogidie wo alanchemati wo meto aba wo munti no wo beka na me birthday what throw letter and ya yi na free money there look constitution why your law me nso ya law article 3H no wo kan say be obi declare you are forfeiting membership ono so no as say party throw letter the beto abonde mi akasa minim what you say kwaya makwakwa declare ebia wo be throw letter ni say ebia me ye member of parliament na makwakwa yes and on there you write to the speaker say the person mercy say watwe ho ne ho afiri ho nti no wa free a party no mu eti ebia baby a wote o parliament ho no eti say we dey wo free ho no say more than 6 months ahead of a year ni akoba election 6 months or lesser then you be can general election brother akoto aba eti say wo yes ade we ya na mo san smart mo attack dogs ma omubebe dini patem as if we say look obi kra timi kokko in boss obi say adenti na wo wish Hobson birthday because ya gina free party mo onka ho obi papa wish me birthday keke no me dem na fofobia o me dem ye fine pa but because of that me birthday go man tro ya can say birthday mpanto so because they don't want the party to see say they associate with me enkohwe na waba be ka say Anna Hobson be back na ya ba be yaduma look in politics Richard would be here pa me your principle because me per left because a writer right
Hobson when you left and right brafie na be yaduma That's Jan Manabia Fiena more yes, I see. Emboa Obia. Omu Jasa in your number of Yemejuma. No,
Wona wo pade no. Wona wo pade no. Ah, wo best say. Look, me tie JFK interview. What is say obi ye and then my suspend no. We ye my permanent free party no mu. Edu general election when ba beto aba no. And elections also no. Eye 50 plus 1 no. What kai 2008. Ye President Akufo-Addo anti-man nya aba no. Ya to aba wie President Akufo-Addo elidi 113,000 votes. One time 50 plus 1. It was 48 point something. 49 point something. Ekaki to be near 50.
25,000. 25,000 votes.
No, Nena near the lead at Tamas was 113,000.
Only 25,000 votes to win the elections.
That's right. At Yako run off no. At Tamas Bessan Yahoo with 23,000 votes. Enya 50.1. And you see that be China young kotono. Ye calculation who say ye corner MPP number of this voter. Ye bet him over 10 resource. Et yanko adanye. And this is for Konyaka Kraka home to 2008 at a most the 43,000 vote difference. And the president. First round. Near now 113,000 gentlemen the president. Where the nano ye refi. And now, after all, no cancer. Now, you see, Richard, my main case as a movie. And I know be Kabi Biatro, you say. At the end, the own Babel resume your maybe. Me, I am saying it. MPP Libya would be BNG. Me, would you try to miss what? The response are the Babano, Ghana Bebutu.
Hobson.
Mammy Fashion. Okay, Casse, may not be at Dumao Airport. Or move where you may say, may catch any pan say, or move farmland temple. Now,
I know a petty gossip. Men dwell on that. Obi Mujina for charity gossip. I know the farmer radio. So, Master say. Hobson, me say, Munina, Mumbrefie, na Mumaya Juma. Now, Hobson, I say, or Bawumia Nambenkum, now also can. That because I know so I can you back and read that. Me, and I may man 1 second. I'm an akabi. Meet you.
Me say, you know me. Miss Rubia. Miss Rubia. Anna, so far as me Makuma we cream, me never one. Hey. Everybody, Akufo-Addo, me wa airport, me tu kwa ya me kwa Akufo-Addo wana makwajiska tu kwa yi. Eti, sa adina mukukuno, me se response abede bamu no ho. Gada be kutu. Take it.
Osi mumaya movie on yan kojo mama de ni se si a me bebusa Hobson afrafranto mo message.
Yeah.
Me bebusa
About me kasa nwe na o ma mi na Hobson ba mu.
Oh, that be.
Because me who say baby amode kwa na be blood ko Hobson asate. I'm not.
About Mammy Kassam. Mammy Kassam. Yamini Panim, Minia Hobson, on the focus for MPP. On your opponents here in a cocontoka. On Nipa and your Mukoko, I can see you NDC4. I'll be surprised if any MPP member will see Hobson to be an enemy and fighting. And I say, I'll be surprised to be by any sir. Massam say, Meba Onia Meba, Massam say, Hobson, who runs Sana Brefi. Beye Wejuma. Meba Hobson, or Meba Hobson, Meba Hobson, me say, who runs Namunina, Ura Land, Ura, we are Babini, other members, or my emergency on Pese, Munya Muro, Musanum Brefi, Namumaya Ejuma, Nayam MPP. This is what we know nobody is.
Against NDC, what Mahama is proposing here 24 hours. So far, you Bawumia or MPP candidate, no. You need the Alan Akasa and say jobs.
Great transformation plan
for the youth. What I say? More MPP, you said who Bawumia there.
About me that say, or about me, only say, you're two about man. On do a friend of 3 weeks. So, sir, you know, as Flabera, on call run crank or dead as it. Anyway, what must say? Now you know, so when it comes to MPP, in terms of crafting message and putting together a manifesto.
Oh,
that be Mahama, they say as I expose no, you share no power, and we are you may expose near more can and you're consistent with Onwa near more GD. Sir, idea or Mahama, actually, obey. First on the can obey 24-hour economy. Near good be business, and no, just a compulsory, say, me a private business money. Ya Besham say, Chinchin, I say, me a Juma 24 hours. Also, there be a compulsory. Who habit me? And I'm say, now me as a businessman, I have companies, I'm running 24 hours. I have several companies and offices, I'm 24 hours. Obian country. Because the details of those businesses, actually say they can perform within 24 hours. Now, be a depending Juma Kura we. To me, be a teacher for 24 hours, and the teacher in your culture 24 hours. Oh, no, double track, Rasompe. Ntiana school now, Beshisha, and I said, but you can say, in terms of that particular arrangement, it is already ongoing, and it's been possible because of the digitization in Shisha form. Because Minuka said, and you may Obapa, and I said, Minia Dr. Kofi Kranti, said the credit senses here, obey and the mobile money atobi. The fear light senses here, obey me atobi. Minia hopes in, or person send this camobi, or by being on Fontian Hospital Bella, and I do 12 midnight probate me at Sunday. Because there's an economy happening. Because that system has been created.
Minuka 24 hours is already working.
It is working in the way it has to work. It is working. Until Mahama and teacher say or no bar. On no bar. Or no need no or bema tax incentives. Now teachers nursing training allowance go to mentria. Teacher training allowance go to mentria. Now one better money incentives.
Okay.
Mama, when no better money incentives. During Mahama time, no mebao electricity to even power 12-hour operations. Light I had for 12 hours. What you have 24 hours, no light. I had doing some for events almost 5 years. No, I want to me and support the economy. Without any major international shock, any shock in our country, Ghana economy was on its knees. Nya and then she say, COVID inti, America ebunitiasi, UK ebunitiasi, Germany ebunitiasi. Our major economies because of COVID, any Russia Ukraine war ya edisa nyama boni aba. Na yabeka ora Mahama onuno nya bi politics or introduce here krano and also no assign bo be cancel. Policies or license exams or no adebano. Also no assign bo be system. That be where Boshim Kasa. Now ya kako sise. Ya political party. Ya can free education. Ya buy Obapa. Ya can say ya be free education. In 1 minute. Or other me summarizing 1 minute. Now will be about mommy 1 minute. Missy, ya can say ya buy. What's it then?
We your point. Me pese Chris Dugan.
Missy, yeah, say MPP there. Yes, yeah, by yes, you be my free education. You be my kokoba, akweleba, ashetuba. Any mini up in quarantine any hopes in ma ako school free education. You be I say be my one constituency, one ambulance. An ambulance constituency be our Ghana be anyebi. You see, you be my a friend is saying 1 district 1 factory. Uko mikrom brekum se sia yo sweet mama tomato factory. I obuye tin tomatoes. Akunsu factory major factories across the country. Na buy Ghana and the MPP buy Ghana. There were over 5 car producing assembling plants. Ghana. What must say? Ye mark akese oh kroma. And nyama ye say be na ye nyina. Nti obi gina ba bi no ka say oh MPP there niasi ye no ye ka say be no ye ba ya nti shy say be ya di gogu form no
what your position is. Me person Chris Dugan no Kasama NDC and no mo te Mahama vision na say for 24 hours but Chris Crazy stabilize your camera and mommy. Kofi Kranti, you have a problem with Omumi and Nina say, and Koye, I am answer some no mutu romoka.
If you Michia Ebushia for ne Omeshia Openi Hobson, Dr. Yabua, and Mr. Dugan, or also all working on this camera. Ebushia for if you are Yichio, any wire phone with you. If you say the BI about with Fidi so the Maya Yaba Yabekasa sa. Na me de extra me extra Ghana food na say a group rare as I say Ghana for yen take a seat back na yen shese inti the and for the last 32 years NDC and MPP by ye to me conclusively kase one more abe several Ghana for na ebusuafo wo bafidie su na obiara tu kwan ye pa abruchi ye pa ye potonyo maba Ghana ye hu se de
let me get it.
Economists ye adwuma efa inti ye hu de broni tumi de a fraction of the ye wo Ghana na etumi de aye inti adan na NDC ne MPP for edi Ghana abro sa and obiara tumi nka se enyampa because efia bibia ye nuanom a wo ade su ibekan it points to results no cannot lie. You need industry.
Stick to the issue. Results in terms of 24 hours. No, for the first time, both of them are proposing policies. How is that?
Okay, Inti, let me branch off and tangent into the 24-hour a year. One more can't say Mahama can ye mehu say yenya penny Dr. Maud Bawumia also edi agro as a BB as a concept. Let me tell you something. First of all, the concept of
Afia, I take a serious exception to what Mr. Quentin can. No. You cannot. No, but see, you cannot refer to Obi opinion say Odi concept. I mean, I take serious exception.
He was saying it. Bawumia and he was laughing.
Doc,
no, but if you are laughing, that means Odi concept.
Doc, Mpacho, udenya butrene team say, who feel we say. My assessment of your car any wrong. I'll come back and apologize. But think about this for a second.
But you cannot use the word concept. So OE concept. It will not take anything from you can take it from it.
I hear John Mahama has a new idea that he wants a 24-hour economy. I say, I don't know where he got the idea from. But it is not a bright idea. The 24-hour economy cannot be legislated by government. Today, there are many businesses that are already open for 24 hours. Hospitals are open for 24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. Banks, because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours. The police is working for 24 hours. Security services are working for 24 hours. So what is this 24-hour economy that you want to bring? It is purely an issue for any business. If you feel you will make money opening 24 hours, there is no law preventing you from opening. But this is one idea that John Mahama thinks he has brought.
This is the reason why Kofi Kranti is coming there to Kofi Kranti make a point, you know.
Okay, Ntia, a couple of things. Mematna London. London has an economy and yet 24 hours. Matina, Mako, Dubai, UAE, Mako, Germany, Mako, Japan, Mako, Singapore. Women now were incredible economies and yet 24 hours. First of all, to even think about a 24-hour economy, no. Responding to Mr. Mahama, no. If you the three things you need to have available on Sakran Wadjune of a 24-hour economy are connectivity, complexity, and competencies. You can't even possibly think of a 24-hour economy. Indeed, all it tells me is that you're making statements, which is Mr. Mahama, no, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Yakasha na no se koka ede ono so abeka 24-hour economy. You need transportation system, mass transit system Ghana ni kra ye ni bi. Into the maminka we yo obi oka trotro or started 6 and opa no obepon ebia 8 enwumre why adwuma 12-14 hours no opon no kofia why no meto sa ne shift no so. So we need mass transit system. Then this is what the Chinese established before anything else. If you want an economy, the first thing you establish is you build roads, connectivity. We need roads connected. We need data. And for your calls for Sogana, we are called BA trap me to micro mobile you Vodafone waha MTN waha me ame frame or say the caller is out of reach. Now it's bakushe biko to kum. Won't establish connectivity. You can't even think of an economy extended past the normal hours. Number 2, say you can say 24-hour economy. The government cannot legislate economy. Your friends saying economies. What the government does, they say you provide infrastructure to the public sector. Now the public sector, private institutions, businesses, private sector comes in and explode resource infrastructure up until the point that the spectrum gets full.
Once they're not Bawumia can you correct? Say you can't legislate 24 hours.
And no, that statement is correct, but on no crano on TSC because to me utilities and private sector. Every economy for an economy to even survive to crawl, there are some utility companies, agencies of government you have to establish to say hospital, police, fire service, and no your base for any economy. You can't say just because it runs a 24-hour and you have a 24-hour economy. That's not what the concept means. If London
doesn't understand it too,
they
doesn't get it.
What hospital now running 24 hours? I would say you have a 24-hour economy. Oh my gosh. I mean, these are blunders in conformance one person, presidents they are making and people are listening.
But what are you talking about, my brother?
And it's a hospital.
What are you talking about?
My point is,
I mean, there's a Microsoft. No, I mean, what are you talking about?
Spanish.
The good thing is that you know school near Kobe. In Tiasama, who watch it? No can Tiasia. A can hospital is an aspect of the economy. Your car utilities are and advance are all aspects of the economy. If you can't say advance, how can you even say talk like that?
We can
me pacho companies Dubai nominate Singapore no crown run 24-hour economy because if you are mamin can some intro obia we a business we a prudent business person what per se what exhausted with spectrum of hours our the year juma let me tell you how complicated that is. Obia oya juma 8 hours oya juma 8 hours ni we are over man 2 hours 3 hours overtime. To a business owner, it makes sense and it's prudent. So one more 2-3 hours, now we cover obi for say on starting a new shift of 8 hours. Complications that come up, mind-boggling. And let me tell you, number one, except what you need, the nipa krono oba juma inside new shift, eduani obedi, ne medical. Accidents, me my PNC, property and casualty, intiminim. Obi or your business person takes that into account to say, Obi Juma, as I said, who provide a man slips and falls. Any liability is huge. Into all businesses, and na businesses running 8-hour shift, 10, 12 hours, not on your bill.
Okay, to reduce their liability.
It's not because of that. Companies don't run 20. Those companies that do not run 20.
Master, wait and let me finish. You have been interrupting.
If there's demand, you run 24 hours.
If you call your friends say Osu now we'll call top Gobea. We be udru hot 2:30 to 3 Gobea sa. Nipa stragglers maybe 4, 5 and 4 back. Oh, Gobe be or hot there be a asan ya bio. Dear Oton Gobeno. And now the Oton do chrono Oton watchino. They are not concerned about making extra income from the stragglers who come after the hours, no. Or you're more concerned of the possible loss or be incur for staying past the time as so stay. In Ghana for Adriane 4 hours, 1 year Adriane, 1 year businesses, 1 give a service biano, 1 more prime time, 1 day map, 1 more service, no. After our service, no, they don't provide any service. And let me tell you why. When you run a 24-hour economy, you can't isolate it. It has to work synergistically in an orchestra. Just say, every other business, be a support to one business a pair or jumano. You have to have maybe 10, 15 other businesses as a support to know at the same time. Yes, as our business need to make successful.
Okay, so your point is?
The point is because I want to make and legislative, our business is not, it has to come to cause our one business need to open. Because nipa na oba be adwuma ho no as I say onya aduani di opra as I say obi hwe no as I say onya car ekọ business adan krofo e ba be adwuma won the Uber na be call and won the taxi na be call.
Okay,
that time no church nya adwuma church no ne transportation wo Ghana into to even think say opese we are 24-hour economy no you haven't even fixed your transportation system. You need mass transit to Ghana. Yeah, what?
But what when I say my time, I'm gonna try somewhere. Ayalolo. Yeah, and you kogu no. Ayalolo and the card. And
yeah, so no man can say yeah, and you kogu no.
Oh, not leader. But yes, you can present go for your Metro Marty, my anything.
If a leader is who puts together and assembles people. One more journey, one more journey. Send us our problems, Nema. Then a dear piano, Ghana phone kwana de bia. Oh, na Ghana phone say no. The people cannot be the problem. The leaders are the problem. The leaders no wouldn't actually to put together and assemble the people who plan Sanyama way here. Then you will always have problems. And no, yep, the problem of the people. The problem because the leaders, so-called leaders, need the mental capacity to put these things together.
Wow. And they don't have the mental capacity. That's okay.
But listen, statement here, Mahama Koye, friend Nebisano, why to put together a 24-hour economy.
Okay. And Chris Dugan, the camera, I wanted him to fix the camera so that Obabe trim because Mahama Nam said, what is the system supposed to do?
What name Mahama Nam say when I will born Mahama, said, you cannot create a 24-hour economy in a vacuum. There has to be an incredible amount of systems that go around every business holding in place. Martina, New York, more than 37 years. I know a 24-hour economy because there's one in New York. Okay. It's like no other place in the world because subway systems run 24 hours, buses run 24 hours. Pretty much everything in the city runs 24 hours in New York. You don't get that anywhere in the world. Dubai doesn't run like that. Singapore doesn't run like that. You can't just...
Now even Hong Kong, swear.
Masa, in Shanghai, what call Shanghai? There are 27 million people in Shanghai. 27 million. The place is slightly bigger than the greater Accra. 27 million people. They don't have a 24-hour economy. There are pockets of economies because one more dialects, tribes, different. Into what pockets of places outside of Shanghai city. But you can't qualify that to be a 24-hour economy.
Okay.
So to make a statement, sir, now Dr. Bawumia so about the nurses, doctors, fire service, police. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
Who advises these people? Who advises these people to make these ridiculous statements? Are you ridiculous?
No, but Kofi, I also think that Prof Jobin, what do you think about this whole year? back and forth going on between Mahama and Nansana Mako hopes in what about Alan to jobs. But Prof, what do you think? What's America? Is it true? Say the coffee can take as a money 24-hour economy. This is a New York. Oh, maybe I want money 24-hour economy.
So me if you made us any akonya with the mama ne empanifo a ehia ha sei Dr. Richard Asante ne Mr. Cranton ne Mr. Adoye mechiamo em say nia ekos was see symptomatic of what is about to happen 2024 when we say populist messages na MPP 42 gu musa bebrebe no a catapult woman into power
2016 there now okay
2016 there no and na Mahama person susua
emu there na populist free SHS na 1D1F they were all
populist messages they are good messages and they are good programs but they were not thoughtful so and I don't think say ubia betimi agina bia ka say if any say a free SHS is working ubia betimi aka anya dey be legislative because say MPP crowd second round you crowd said this year demo even when they had that message no more year crowd still are they MPC lose ye when another bray answer no we need to say it was not well thought of and Mahama so the 24-hour economy ban em say wa hwe obi aka chen say US ubaha betimi 24-hour economy nti enso e be ne sa and Dr. Bawumia say we necessary we adwuma but even though no ubaha the semblance of maybe I mean we say the semblance of a 24-hour economy but say me adwuma na joa right I was say me ka say me call luncher betimi nya McDonald's e bia me kota aduane die so se man fa aduane ankwa adwuma we say me na say me oye makokolebu na abo 12 me kwa anajo me ko break ono na lunch no 12 midnight na me pie na ho nyina yesum me nya ba bia akora anko me kwa man fa ka anko the next year makoto aduane di o Madina so me no bia na mapompom a na o run 24 economy na nya sa na wo die no so in terms say eno no okan menim so waka obi aka kire say ne ba ye no but he is also mimicking what the populist messages are who say because sebe Ghanaians are gullible native these messages we etim the form and so near ya na they win elections no anything na ono so can be but I don't think say he has thought through said saying na me pa mesia ye no e dia na kekeka say ye no ho the same thing about Dr. Bawumia so o can say the fundamentals are weak up till now minya Ghana economists be me say fundamentals be na o ka ho asem e be sine me pro economists be me economics kakra me pro be Dr. Bawumia say fundamentals be na o ka ho asem no on ka me inflation rate na interest rate na GDP na emu de na o ka ho asem education na obi emisa no e no ka asem no wa e na afa wa and then I'm also I say fundamentals are weak. One interest rate will expose you. Fundamentals be para no kan ho asem. Intimidate me na me hu na say a populist messages are you took them from him. Then ya send it events communicators. Any events social media voice no. We me be private chat. It be di matem sa Bawumia boys be di matem. Mahama be di matem because that's their pay masters. Me ti obi entua meka. I don't get paid by anybody. I get to share my expertise, my experience, and go home and sleep. So, but a populist messages. But lucky enough, Ghanaians used to be gullible. They are no longer being gullible. They're being used again. Also, when they take a crabber, you know why? Because of MPP elections. You could tell, say, they are descending now, and that is the electorate we need. That's the electorate we need. Say, we need an informed electorate. So, and not parliament. When we was parliament, most of parliament is voting in our we should investigate. We are journalists. Investigate.
I want to be some contested 2024.
No, they are not looking to contest anymore.
Okay.
Monetize the system now to the point say, they cannot continue the same again. And the people are also deciding say who say wo nya kwan. Say who say wo nya toilet. They who say wo nya KVIP. Into Obeka and Trona Ucha.
Okay.
And the demands are on them. But Yemra MPP for a year so. A year suspension. Do I have make me a comment?
Dear
MPP suspension almost suspended
yeah. Remember content to Chris. Hello, Chris in internet hammy. Chris Lugani Mahama and I wanted him to work at 24 hours, not to say I wasn't well thought through. Now say a populace say number better Chris.
Mahama and Mahama account 24 hours and the productivity quite a year. Now 24 hours. Yes, you didn't come. I was say Ghana. Yes, you didn't come out connecting. She said making we connected a friend say we you can say MTN, we connected a Vodafone, we connected Tigo. Nina so nyaduma. Now we tell 24 hours and say ye kume na me free police na me MTN nyaduma na me free fire baby shi na Vodafone nyaduma. Now 24 hours now was creating the same.
Prof yadasi if you saw who the American we gagani or no beka you know one say connectivity cry woman to me anye one year connectivity I obey there 24 hours one month yes yeah can be keke 24-hour economy you can say yeah benkuni e kan na say dey sure masa
okay go bit over prof to Chris mbato Mr. wa pe camera na be church Mahama 24-hour concept
yeah Chris na on jaro no office be connect you na be catch man connect so
but block asante internet asemi dey na koti Bawumia because Bawumia na promise
na Efia, you may not Kasem Ghana. Why was there more problem with my network? I mean, this thinking, they are part of the US who are Ukufa, who network in Yejuma. They are part of UK, Unamwa, who network in Yejuma. They are part of Dubai, who network in Yejuma. Yena Yetuka, Yakosko Amanone, Yatratra. So nobody should create an impression say Obi Eketi onto the line and for so a moment be an otika mumpo and now I share some part of the country and because of campaigner and connectivity say and I'm saying that's how it is in Ghana. There will be problems with telcos. Telcos have their problems.
You have a superior your friend say we network. We see you in India. And Kasa
superior network
we see you have access on one access.
Access to who?
Wi-Fi.
Access to what?
Wi-Fi.
Access to what? Me because every me am here. Me use mobile phone. I'm even using my mobile phone. MTN.
Uni Wi-Fi will feel.
Me say me use me am mobile phone. Mobile phone I me use. What can I say?
Don't the coffee quarantine a prof.
But let me go back to the issues. You see, we need to understand a concept. Say Obika say 24-hour operational, and then interest everything within the country will be working within 24 hours. Another 24 hours in a be operational. There's no part of the world that BBBA during the daytime no ever happen within the night. Some of the operations will be there. Anyhow. Now me can't say companies will operate 24 hours when there is the need and there is demand for the activities. Who now you tell any na bro nyandro ya unsora na just opamonema cause unyi ahwe ya opamomobi. Mebwana Oba Peace FM UTV and more affiliate Mopon
no yampon media house dey yampon
Adumana moye no enya 24 hours operation na moye no. Are you not a component of the economy? Don't you contribute to the GDP of the economy? You can say there are restaurants that are operating 24 hours in Ghana. There will be hotels. The telcos are 24 hours. People go to work. And I do I done. Obi mo meba.
But only my issue I no more raising it. Say, yeah, man, or that office here, man, engineers. They cannot go home because they are not quite a problem, and I do.
Those
are the issues they are talking about.
And I make sure say, uko New York, uko New York, na uko US, some of the states na New York, they a unique state. How are even busier than Washington, which is the capital of the US? New York, New York, they're completely different. You cannot compare New York to any city, even in the world, because in New a bit different. Mekako say they are Uko Washington and I do sorry. It's not restaurant to be an Abeko. Most restaurants will be shut. Most offices will be shut. But there will be skeletal operational arrangement. What was it? Even in the New York, not all the train system will work at Nado because it is worked and calculated to meet demand. Now, almost around this time, nipa bi en general trainer. I don't know about trainer for what purpose?
Okay.
And to me, say Ghana, as we speak, no matter that Ghana na ya pese or na you America and UK or my listen. How many years in America? How was America built? It was built on a Africa, Sika, gold near tall. Until overnight, don't think that Ghana can be turned into the UK and not the US. Because UK, how many years of exportation, your gold, and man was I build up a bit of you could do the best Ghana for you, say, any enemy answer. I disagree with him. Said Ghana for a friend, discerning. Who told you? Because somebody doesn't share in your opinion. How can you say a friend discerning?
Okay, no.
Oh, my man, Papa, Ghana, or my show, my could do what to Quano. And then the catch is a friend discerning. We've always been discerning because we have different opinions and we don't believe in you. Don't say, me, Hosi, Yakasa say, Missy me MPP. Then last week, and that's a couple of months ago, Hosi, Minina, and assume MPP. And also a question, baby. Meet me, can say, because of Santi, on your discerning.
Very well.
Because of variation in opinions.
My dog will just say, "Oh, Kasano." Everybody was quiet to listen to him. He should also have that temperament to listen to other people.
Okay. Dog, yeah, boy, if you hope see, mammy, we
So that means that you
want to have a good
discussion.
Okay, but what is crazy? Be crazy network.
Mano, who make a grand member mansa.
Yeah, very bad.
Very bad. And a network in your cry. I hope so. Dear, Intim Kamani explaining and commenting on that. Chris Dugan, oh, Mahama, 24-hour, what does it mean?
Many if you are my Nedi Kamamichia, Abaja phone in our no more mutia and quite unfortunate network, very clear. Metie or more about your phone or be our views in any work and about say Ghanaians are Galabunti. This is not a populist idea. Not at all. Obianim say Ghana high yet no. Your economy no and yet 24-hour economy. Now Omembia would run economy and yet 24-hour no. Of course, revenue now banya. And me here to say other countries are more running 24-hour economy. But you see, Adunkasia Kasa, Adunkitwa Tiasie. Adunkasia Kasa, Adunkitwa no Muntiasie. The mama said, there are so many, institutions are on that my year Juma 24 hours. With the ship system, who call DVLA, who call ministries. Now Parliament. I am the said Dr. Richard ne Hobson Waha. Omo amusi ye 24 hour ni You see, they are confused because in other hand, they say dada. Omo jina baby so ye possible. Ebinu wahi. Minu kase krom ha about 10 p.m. Omo amuye mobile money vendors ikrampu kwa iska unya. And we are not just saying it by mouth because Now it is one of our brothers in MPP, and from even the vice president himself. What's your security agencies? No, we are 24 hours. Local hospitals are doctors and nurses. 24 hours. And you know, 24-hour economy now. President Mahama say overrun or whatever. That is not it. Obiva kaso kwempe nsuna eba faso eba financial institutions are. We have planned to beef up the security system
and employ more security officers.
I am saying that we have planned to beef up the security system. In fact, eba create jobs. The more you run a 24-hour economy, it means you need more staff in various institutions. Number two, Yansan Kaze, all institutions in Ghana.
Hello, Chris. Hello, Chris.
No.
Chris, internet in here, they go 24 hours. You know, internet. No. Mbacho kasa, etekoi. Kasa, mbacho kasa, etekoi. Where do my microphone? Where do no so microphone? Chris, or microphone? What do no so microphone? I'm saying once I could me answer. I feel the macro. So I don't know. Say umia microphone.
On Namboliana.
Chris, I don't way. Chris, I feel the audio not to go. Voice not to go. And I'm going for can say when you are the 24 hours. Now I see a fixing internet not for 24 hours. You're fixing my system, bro. You're fixing BBR still. Chris, you're into voice no audio not to go. I don't know why. Until 24-hour audio, because we need the audio for the 24 hours. No?
If you are more restarting, no accepted permissions, no, and no problem, no.
Okay, Chris, you can't just say restart to phone. Restart to phone is a CN answer.
Not unaccepted permissions.
Okay, I think accepted permissions. Then I can't only know Casa. 24 hours.
What in
think about this 24 hours?
What in Amboli?
We need on the crowd. You see, and then any biabe. There should be networking Bole. There should be networking Accra.
No, wouldn't you because on Namboli? No. Ebra, former President Mahama, we any tema o free Akonyaso. Now, Kobolia, Obinya Kolo, Jimmy Frudio. No, I put you because that networking in Baku. Yeah, by a good for the time no more improving the Kakra, but Nyanya. Wouldn't him, sir, idea ye Kenyan. Sabi, a proposal. I don't say opeswoye. Na media, never be say, ne plan our debate 24-hour economy na wahipa.
Enya better wo baby a.
Plan no edi here. Enye promises. Ena Alan Kojo Chemante can say, baby a Ghana drew. We need a plan. We don't need manifesto. Manifesto there. Promises so. Basi na wa ha, meya we wa ha say, eni de kai kan ho. Ade de o kan ni gina obi abeti. Be obi ade say, wo betima yes ade no. Wakika sa asem ni gina awie no. What is the plan? Say within this time frame no, as I said bitimi yes ade we, na ehu say, eno de da ha say no. Mame mo one clear example. Alan Chemante as a trade minister. What share ya can say where giant automobile industries or mobile. Our assembly of cars Ghana. What mobile no one kase monje assembly nikako. What you almost tenancy? Share yes say mon chassis after 5 years no. As a sub-multi manufacture components no. Ghana has
Ghana, okay.
Montimin kofa pass all the time. Emma no one can say about the now we start to say, oh, yeah, manufacturing now. Eduna engineers no mugu KUST and the other campuses no. Omuso bedeng, omubenya jumaye. This is a plan. Not just say Ye babe yeka. Ka de obetimi do anu aka ye babe yeka. What is the plan? Wo ma hyase a omo assembly. Se wodi omo anhihye anto hodomo a. Ebe ha dwene. Enche ye bi hu se President Akufo-Addo call Amasaman. Nizam for na wa Amasaman, right?
Yeah.
Hodom ekokwohwe wo mo plant no be bia duru ni ade ye nyina ye hu ye. And wo call Toyota for no nso so wo tema. Edi ade ma hu se wa call sino track for no edi nge kai ka hu. This is a plan that we need. It's a 24-hour economy. No, what is the plan? All we need to ask Mahama said, the plan. The plan they say, oh, okay, and yeah, say, anajo, you be making sure say public can say busing system be yeduma. Train ye need be no. You think say train ba be yeduma anajo. Eti buses be the be yeduma no. Nyamba be the be ye. Ebe prove say yes. Asemo a work no esese ejudi. It's a good plan. Ye dwene ho na ye gina ye ka etibom. Ye ka say no. Party bia na say ye ka say president bi obeba bia no. Ye dwene ho say ye betima ye bibisa. I think it will help us as a nation.
Okay.
Demo.
And you also say a good plan. I had the bibi power be better.
What the plan to Songwandia? I can tell you, sir, it's good.
Okay.
Men can say every and this is bad. No, crazy can say or more be this and what I say that make that in Gaza. So let's plan the African. Look, let me give you one example. Obiti said be candidate to say Alan Kojo Mantin. Before say Oba basic form say or contested as a ye on the ticket of MPP Kranza, Oba be free mono. Now what the plan aba what to do the great transformational plan. Now a 10-point agenda. Now wasa expanding umpo ako the nimokakra. Anke don't know Yabeka say a whole manifesto. So now in this plan, one aspect industrial transformation. Wasa kofeda amayen another 10 points under industrial transformation. Say number 1, offer petrochemical industry na. Dear ebeye. Ebeboa. Enodo honum. Number 2, ye share pharmaceutical industry. Ebrebia yebekwa kra inronaba. Won say sabre under the term as a yikrano. Ye kan say minister no krano. Yetimi atu anamon kakra ewo ehonomo a chese ekodanim. Ye hwe iron and steel, ye bauxite ya ye giadek for astati bibi. What is the plan to make sure say ye bitimi akọ yanim? Na ye fa oil palm industry. Edonko anu de betima yama o my Ghana no. Enya de ketwa. Then we look at garment and textiles. Look, mepa ye can say New York. Now me call Florida at the airport. Me checking here. Guy back with I was say possible say ye beti mawura store bi mu hono nanka won to shirt from amena memfa me Ghana Friday wear na kanono nka beti mayi enu na manana anam say adentia was ade ne ye ne fe anam say me di free Ghana it is opa beti ma odabi say the same color crowd opa beti ma odabi abere ne yesha bi de enya de abeyi amano so hu ne so wofa garment and textile ye tailor fo edi de kai ka hu nyina na say market no wo honum yes look these are the sizes pam ne fabra wo ba ye tuaoka enya fe no obi ba betra honum bronya be ban so obi di ntoma mienu bi abre no wono ne dia ni say wakwa 80 ka say 80 wakwa GTP wa ye yi no wa pimpam a package the kama wo dia akọ center wa kan ba ko 100 yes ni bo ye say ye tua ne ka no okọ eno e de be ma oman no akọ dadim na wo hwe the industrial starch Ghana, ye banje ye fufu ngwa de wo. Ye wo fufu wi ani aka ikokonte asa.
Any gari.
Eso miama ye betimanya afri mu. Enya tiketwa. So ne tie no. Then wo free ho no mu a. Na ukọ vehicle assembly ye industry ono so ahya ase e de kaka. Wo hwe machine say boat ni ade kra no gese ekọ yi ni akwa of tisaba e de aba o manum ni de kaka ho. Industrial salt.
Okay. And also, all the only Alan agenda na jobs. What I get from your message is say, when you're against 24 hours. But when say jobs. Now must start.
Sanya Mabu body dinano ye under industrial transformation.
Okay.
I know one component of the great transformational plan. No. So on the say no kwampo eye aduma. No kwa ye aduma. I can tell you say sa factories are who doing. Ebetimi agrande sa 24 hour ya ye.
Okay.
Na oka 24 hour. Sa 24 hour no. Dia na the babe running. Answer na won running 24 hour no. That aduma bi wo hodom. Babe employ the youth of the country. Say okay, we munko daytime. That we munko nighttime. And the guy down. Near you can say Mr. Grant in the prof numina yaki ninano. Near I say, dear Jenny Beya, a bit to me, Amanaide, et me apodanim. Yanka basin system. Yanka said the Beya, and Yadina, Avia, Yen Sana. Say, if you have got a share, you must say 8 to 8 p.m. Maybe I would it 7 p.m. now, Ugra Jumoa. Unda breaker, one here, Nebia, young father saw coffee, that's a visa. And I'll be perform zone. Eti emiane semuno ebia na nkwanko ye ayi bebresa but me what I want us to question your mindset. Sa 24 hour a year weekend. Let us see the plan. And yet just the promise.
Okay.
Maybe the American.
Okay. I think I like the also because Tapia said okay examples how manala no ashe bibia se kradada. He's doing a lot of things propagate 24 hours because the factory bar me yet the factory say what operate 24 hours from Tor to Valco to one ni 24 hours dada but what is the plan?
You see, if you meet hosting of a Frantoni, you know, also when he plan no, and you want to set example of a president visiting automobile companies, you know, as a plan. That is ridiculous. How can that be a plan? Was it even though the boss, the leader of Afafranto, and the buyer, but president around visited those companies, you know. That is the plan according to me. Please, internet. So when I get opportunity like this, let me.
Me say Alan Emma companies in the buy no one no more say after 5 years or mobile manufacturing in Ghana. That is the plan. And this is on just here.
What we Afa Franto what we ne uka any say we say Alan at the companies are back in 5 years time. Now no president to call around. That is the plan. If you are denying your own words, no problem. Let me move forward. I am saying that institutions be work from her. They are capable of doing 24. My example say factories be waterman. 24. So what makes anybody thinks that other institutions that we have that we can cop them to also run the 24? I think we are here debate. I think we are here debate and conform some are gone to the extent of asking plan. No, I don't get it.
There be Chris.
President Mama say
our buses that do tall on the bus, a Valco on the buses, any other that. But the able to say what is the plan? Say more truck from you about 24 hours and I drive it to me. I buy security for security agencies. Say YMF. She can't pay no extra security agency for no.
You see, many about President Mama say, "Wabaya dia, wabaya because waya bida."
No, I be the car. I know the answer, Chris.
You see, meba. You see, President Mama waya bida. You walk from her na ya who say, your airport na ya wano. Extra, it wasn't fit for a purpose. It wasn't for international standards. What can I say within the 4 year period? International what do you mean?
Oh my God.
What can I say? Did they ask him the plan? Or besides a plan, Ben over Terminal 3.
Oh, please.
All we are saying is that give us the opportunity. The ideas are there.
But Chris.
Do you know that before we exit, before President Mahama exit, hello?
Chris,
before NDC left off.
You busano for a plan. Eh? And a plan no any troka went to me and can answer in okay only BBC for interview. No. You busana now to say what is the number? What is the projected number of students? We ask him all that Chris for internet last article again and also plan bang and I'm Mahama work for internet because you hear plan for 5G. Because the internet, because seriously, see, I mean, 24 hours. So we need 24-hour internet connection, including Chris. They won't fear.
If you with you, Michelle, if you one major thing, none of the candidates have been able to address, how we take care and eradicate your 600 billion CD debt, and this is where it stems from, and this is why I know say Mahama onim die orka, Bawumia inim die orka. Because one take math and ask you. Let me tell you this: if there was $600 billion of 600 billion CDs of debt, you need industry be out who. So what balance will be create a 24-hour economy? Number one, what a government does, they say you create resource and infrastructure. Now, private sector are exhausted sa spectrum no. Na sa spectrum no koswa ne edu baby the overflow no ne starting overflow into hours no and this 6 ebeko 8 na ko 10 na ko midnight na ko 2 a.m. sa na be 24 hours but you don't prophesy 24 hours and your government know you because you don't have any power, you don't legislate. So into number one, what you need now is even if Nipa and what Ghana ni industry say what Ghana no crowd decide say yeah be produce nyoma, who is going to buy? Because you have 1/3 of your economy makes under 5 cities a day. You have almost 50% of your 17.3 million people in Ghana are 24 years old or younger. We have over 10 million people who are unemployed based on Kanufuria tax numbers. It is a way out there no crampo why na eba beto.
I don't see a very good point.
You have to first create income, build wealth with the people. And Sana, you have positioned them say if the production comes about now, they are able to spend so that there is sustainability, and that's what fills the spectrum, and that's what creates a 24-hour economy. Now, Ghana, you need a middle class. You need middle class in the Guabruchre. Your middle class no Guabruchre. Woman day over $6 billion best boy and so you every year. Ni you hold your economy in suspense. Sa crofona woman create sa middle class na woman Guabruchre no. As I say, you're building an economy wa Ghana. Na etume ma woman ba. You reverse brain drain no. Woman begu Ghana. Woman economic combustion no. Na be overflow the spectrum. Na ebema possibility of a 24-hour economy. These guys don't know what they're talking about. Come on. They don't know what they're talking about. Obejnaka say 24-hour economy and I just say, what do you mean by 24-hour economy? They don't understand.
Okay.
Me say, if you Fred Mama program is so na Fred Bawumia no more country and said the American woman in BB about the American. They don't understand. They say I can challenge everybody on here. Say till we get a candidate on him how to eradicate 600 billion cities of debt. Now China is going to take this country.
But that is what is going to build the financial resource of Ghana for no, and that will power economy 24 hours. So they are looking at the jobs, giving people income that will power 24 hours. Okay.
I like to maintain is saying say what the young government and testers and then oil palm. These two. Offer baby to say Bangladesh. Government and testers. About $30 billion a year. Offer baby to say Yem crop for your more a oil palm what you made December.
Malaysia.
Malaysia. She sika Emma or more a year. Ghana echo IMF ye was 3 billion. Government in kwa would ye dear no. Ye 1/3 of Bangladesh no munya. Ye bet many 10 billion from government. And then I say through Alan Africa yanya one common market. One common market. First, yes. First, not apart from Nigeria, Ghana, the bet me bibia kono. And Ukraine bibia. Alan Adaroma. After back, you want one common market. It is Sanyama way no. A betty mama, the already market now. Yeah, then. Yeah, it's Alan here. Me vision now Ukraine. And no, and the betty me take here from Saka to the ya bro dia go on.
Okay.
Alan vision way. Will you just 2 components of the 10 aspects under the industrial transformation? I can tell you, say, within the matter of the shortest possible time, you bet my crest adding every one. I am called IMF, and was 3 billion.
Okay. Chris, unfortunately, Chris, I need the MC. I will say internet in the young water because Chris, you were so bad to do a sentiment.
You see, if you didn't come away now, I am a pembe breno. I'll prefer say many nipa na nyadwen me gitum say na nsusu so na ode ba no ne niema no so ne yesusu ho no me wo questions me bisa ho na o ka say nipa ne nim ne o ka ne sa some of the I mean what is the meaning of that?
What do you say? Or no, say money
idea. Me masam me say obi me ma tro say you can't 24-hour economy now. And yeah, say you will get every facet of the economy running 24 hours. It cannot happen. You have thematic areas, various focus areas. There's demand for their service during the night period. And I say, even if they are producing, there's market for it. If there's no demand for it, they will not go into that. So if there's no, so who turn aduane na office say baby out to aduane no, who turn about 10 o'clock, 500 that's so gina wa. Na okay, wa untumi abefa amamfo mo abeton aduane ho ama. But if there's no market, you not do that. Until I call circular, we say anadwo ni nyina no, cars eko Kumasi, eko Hifa, because there's demand. Mebwana.
But yeah, what was also about economy, no, because I could okay,
minia Kofi Kasano, or Kabibi say your debt, and I'm 600 and there's a problem. I mean, which country in this world and on the car?
Oh, come on,
America.
That's not the point.
Oh, why do you say it's ridiculous?
It's ridiculous.
Why do you say it's ridiculous?
Point. Masa, results near the castle. I na say MPP near NDC for ban on beka. Oh, now why not nika na America cry homelessness wa hanu near they know the make pointer. Masa, won't me find home compare Ghana to me Ghana economy no won't me find compare America dear. And I think
how can we compare to America when America is far older than America Ghana? How can we compare?
America makes its own debt. So America the car won't make us America the Ghana the Kenya here. Nipa say na you to me one more $600 checks for stimulus. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, Masa, there's no comparison. There is a comparison. No, a week.
Mr. Where we?
Oh,
I'm saying so we are so make us an abamu. Meaning how make us so be bamwa. Me man because me say nkoma na edi. Nti ubamwa o kan wadwi wi am be so we na matwa so.
Mpacho you.
Me to us. Okay, very good. Efia, me can say there's no country under the sun and omu need debt.
Understood.
Who take country? Meba. Me choose say who take country be omu debt to GDP ratios now. It's in excess of 100. Ghana, say because of the debt exchange, some of the realignment here, says I drop here by 64 and I bibisa. The point is say that in itself enya bone. So okobo busia na de kwan. Ukoye bo busia na de factories. Ukobo busia na invest in the education sector. Now to me provide free education in excess of 3 million Ghanaians within a period. As sikari now will pay for itself in the course of time enya bone.
Yeah, but busia na udibi Mahama no.
Mama, the busiani be a boy, a boy, you can't want to meet Tisabia. That be Obama want to marry you do so, Meba, Oba. So Busia be to some near Mama Coboy, complaining from former President Mama with all due respect. I mean to be to the answer, Mahama. Nya nyama bi oye na yenya ye ninje ho te se bi abobusia ye say the koyon confirm ye bisa say account for the confirmation to ko Burkina Faso Ghanaians will not agree ye ntimi ko bobusia say obi mfa nkoye bas branded Ghanaians will not agree ye ntimi ko bobusia na the money can so those things no ebisi MPP as abamu na eminia NDC ni bi e criticize here me complain because e so ka this is the democracy apamaye Adia me so say in the course of discussions, na be look down on each other and I be did the attempt. Any kasentry. Meba. Because at every point in time, no, me make my drink. Me nya yo hoy. Be obi any my drink enko mprekromu. You ntafo kwa drink ko the same eh. Ti me make my drink so aka wa drink. But me ka ko si say emra ye wo mu no. Ghana yakoyenim yenyandu baby esedu but there are a lot of things that we need to do to transform this country and move this country beyond where we are now. Okay. So Obibano or suggest say the policy say opeso ye 24-hour economy. Questions ought to be asked. Me and me here meaning say there are certain aspects of the economy running 24 hours. What is the idea behind Mahama or no person or cano? But me say bisa me say Mahama na mra na ono wo na on can 24-hour economy no kura no when me am provide power and run it 12-hour economy and I me no ka say me say their factory say here adwuma me wo factory here adwuma 24 hours me company say here adwuma 24 hours do you understand that me hospital here adwuma 24 hours so I know and I operate it. Inti me kasa the whole Ghana koko ura 24-hour operation. Meet me because say but yeah
Bawumia team mo plan pa ne say mo propose
Oba simple yeah within the next couple of weeks no get the manifesto betuja. I don't want to take the win out of the sale of the vice president any our flag bearer and the leader of the MPP or the yen sise hunu abebua amagana kwene because kan say emna ye buy na Ghana ambulance embu Ghana ye buy na factory ni dodo sa na Ghana ka na ye asambo kan ka Ghana ha kan tankara na oye ne makakra ene me no ka say ye ni kura ye 5 car assembling companies are omo assemble cars for Ghana
so say ye ni blueprint nyamo na maye bibia ala na de
that be am oral opanyi Alan Chebantin no ye minister and Akufo-Addo amanyomo ni nyama oye nyina no oye ma Akufo-Addo any MPP abai onu so na adwen no ka ho bi sam na no wa MPP munti and you can't take anything away from him nti me ka kosisu say oni the head of baba fie ani me nua hobson somebody can ka nti omo no oni me nua hobson any oral and they are not my target me ko general radio so nka kasantwi nkyerɛ omo de omo ye ombaba fie enche ombaba fie ni nyanya trust ya adwuma na ko enim nti me nka ka kasantwi
but in the meantime
but near ya kura no pa yi ma me near ya kura no tuma hu se MPP aban ye nim ye ye ka say ye ba ma Ghana for school free ye ka say ye ba ye be make sure say one district one constituency no and I say one constituency one ambulance obi abenya bi ye ba ye a 10 purpose ye ba one district one factory ye ba ye see digital address system ye ba ye see mobile money interoperability ye ba ye see ye ba expand the economy and the economy na hit 1 trillion You buy, you see, you buy nursing teacher, nursing training allowance. You buy restore, you restore. Oh, ni na say gusu, e beba fam. E no dey say ya catch you say. Me ba. Oba, enye bone. You buy no, hotter-Mahama, omra no free konya kese no so. Na cedi ni dollar.
Openi dog. One of them when the fundamentals are weak. The city was exposed. They say fundamentals.
Oh, Oba, no, minimum no cranim. When you say you buy na cedi ni na 4.4.
4.3.
Sabe no, na 4.4.
Even if it is 5, and there you're saying.
Don't worry. Me say me ba me no ka say.
Today is how much is it?
Apa case bato numso. Onia numso. Ora numso na onia nkasa kakra. Ora numso. Oh, minia Chris. Oh, apa nkasa Chris. Numso na onia nkasa kakra. Ma me nkasa me tro. Until me man no answer. Me man no answer. Me man answer. Me man answer. Obapa.
Obapa. And there you say,
Chris, Mama answer. Mama answer.
I want to make some.
Mama answer. Mama answer.
Make a bullet points.
Mama answer. If you are now about bullet points.
Okay.
Mama answer. Opanye. Mini only bibi. Before answer COVID beba. Na cedi no. Any dollar any na. Mama can say. If you have an answer, why will you ask a question? Let me answer the question. Let me answer the question. Or the one will answer another. Mami ni amoni a cheer for some team. Mami Kasa. Mami Kasa. Mami Kasa.
Really?
Opa you bibi. Before
COVID-19.
Opa you. Before COVID beba. Before COVID beba. Chris, what to me music I try beba. But me answer no. Me answer no. Na ada na mama me kasa.
You couldn't account for the fact of COVID-19.
Aba, afia.
When you couldn't
account for
COVID-19 fact.
Aba pa vim lady. Mama kasa me tro.
That's why I don't want
to. Me the ma answer me ni o mama kasa yi. Masam ni say. We are
tired that answer.
20 seconds.
Chris. Chris, me say, Yawo Yenina, Bessie 2019. There was no point in time in our life. Na Yenina Yanama near shed nose mask. Na ya locking the country down. Na airport, yes, soon to be Magana.
So how did it cost us? And how much did we
let me show you how it costs us.
How much did we get?
Question, Doc.
Mami, Oba. See, what my man kasa. Chris, every say on kasa biemo. Oba, Chris on kasa biemo. Chris on kasa biemo.
So it's like you guys are mama a year. I was telling me correct about
Chris on kasa because one mama kasa. Chris on kasa. That be one mama are making me point wrong kasa.
Your friend said $1
Mami come and say.
By the way,
and yes, sir.
Doc. Hello, Doc. Before you land with your answer, your boss said just now we are watching $1 editum, and yet then $1 break jail.
COVID-19
breaking jail.
Okay.
COVID-19 breaking.
Breaking the jail. COVID.
And it did that to every currency in the world. And the COVID did that to every currency in the world. Every currency in the world suffered.
And I'm saying this answer, Doc, respectful, this answer is appalling that Ghanaians are tired with that answer.
Any opinion?
Majority.
Chris,
you Chris, what can I say you?
See the plan from you. Say NBC mo plan.
Oh, Chris, what can I say you?
24 hours now.
This is your mammy cancer. Maybe now what can I say? And Dr. Bay no. Me to say what can I say? You guys don't know why you are talking or whatever. But look, people out there must understand that policy making and policy implementation and just slang ta obekwa kwatena baby aka omutu kwan ko amutu so wundi answer ni bibia he na what ha wo ye wo ba ha na the toilet man krom ha want me manage anti policy implementation policy making is not about slanging now remember they ask for plan President Mama that is his vision ne na yesu an waso etrikasi yesu nda epa what is my baba here NDC as a political party meba the blueprint NDC as a political party we are going to draft it and put it in our manifesto and launch it and he said or be say in the planner we asking yourself let's ask is it workable look we talk about economy we talk about jobs. The joblessness in this country, every country, Biano, you need to expand your economy. And when you want to expand your economy, look, 24-hour economy is part of expanded. Who expand the economy? There will be it's equally creation of jobs.
Okay, Chris, Mr. Hopkins say a good idea, but since you can't wait, Sikaben on the power. Yeah, YMF.
Yeah, what chrome ho? Nanado Kazo Bay free SHS. BBC 4% say, tell us the budget. What was it? The budget or the year? What by and what is in the Busu Bayano? Even though it has its challenges, that some of us have issues with him about the challenges. But if anything at all, it's been implemented.
If you have a question,
okay, and this kind of I cannot do it cannot be possible spirit, People should take it out.
It said Ebusa and Anado is kind of moody free. Mbaka fan IMF and
I am saying that once we take in charge, you see, Busia Bono NDC we kept saying say Bobo Busia Grandpa 24 economy. Never yet successful, a better expanding economy, and yes, and we are ready to do that. Because Busia Bono and your one. We are not like people who said some time ago, say, Wupo Busia. It's like it's a legitimate approach. We are moving from taxation to production. Next is answer you are standing in a bucket and trying to lift it. We are not like that. We are very focused and consistent.
Okay.
We are not flip-floppers.
Chris.
That we are not ashamed.
Okay.
Okay. But I am saying that
the point also more passion or more commitment, And when there's the commitment, you cannot but cry. They will deliver it, create the jobs for the young people, and create that 24-hour economy.
How are they going to create?
Chris.
But I don't
know, Chris, me pacho question I'm person bisa say if a person takes a country from 9 billion to 122 billion, which is statistically the worst president ever seen in any country on the planet Earth. Which means to say a factor of 1,355%. I don't know if you know that, but that's what it is. 1,355%, moving somebody from 9 billion to 122 billion. How can that same person, Einstein, Akache say, the hand and mind that causes a problem cannot be the same hand and mind that fixes the problem. The hand and mind are a day free 9 billion from 9 billion into 122 billion. A statistical increase of 1,355%. When to me I fix the economy, now say a 600 billion cities of debt, and only a day babemano. If 9 billion went to me, how is he going to be able to manage at 600 billion cities of debt?
Chris, that question is for you, Chris. But Chris, in the internet article.
Oh, wait, a deliberate article.
Interview, no, I got to boli, and yes, I never.
But I mean, my final comment on this, and I had to be more fun journey because before I no option, hopes Kofi Osi, and your bro for can. Now the toilet more crowd to be economy is very difficult to run.
If you baby me do bia no me bisa question no mun to me no am say na kwa we watena blochile na ne bro phone way bisa kono Christian say ni phone note okura no ye no wo bole ana ye no na sankregua bo enye broni na ye broni nyansa no de ye iti enye ade a kasa wo ka nyansa wo wo ene ye de ade wo nyansa na ye de wo ade the prescription or onom for the medication no ye won chrome ana broni na ye come on iti Ghana for pesa edu baby na wa say wo ka brofo aye na we dey wo ka brofo nti yam je wa say wo mu na Dobson or to enya broche no wo professor ye na broche na ma ye yensu ye hu yenya a difference of opinion nti ye dey compare ne dey agitoto ne am bi hu dey building ye maya there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay. Hope si mami ntiwe.
Yo, the American ni say ye de Afafranto aye leader Alanko Jo chairman no. Ye de ye believe when he say Ghana ye share current situation ya see it me move from this situation to a different level. Different level in the sense say or might be a bit too mpon na ye enuma ewo man no. Just ano and I say promises keke. No boom. What track record? A man for a bit to me. I jiwatum. A man for bit to my believe than in the kaikam. Yeti, you best read the youth of this country. Say, Alan Kojocha maintain. Anya share or more pese or moody president 2024. Yen for mujina in honum. Na yen say. Why take public policy as it? Say, why part the bit my say yes, my dad way and ya ebeboa. Get you and Paul matter. So the practicality of it was a nipa de bebre esuadiano onimu humano o manu microphone. Just say, bro, for be canning, some more be canon. Wow, what you want to know order? One that you know. That's what the administration is a pay. And then do be near fish. Ye pen ye, or ye doer. Or can say, me babe, yes, I do we. Ube who know the deny day, no dear see ho. And no, and the fish. It's immediate, maybe what you pass say. Ye, Alan could you tremanting. Other this side in the Baba. The must read the youth of this country. So for the first time, yen try an independent candidate. That one brand one member united the country. One man, all the parties no coming together. You who say Ghana, yes, ye my bakupa ye wa ye pese ye ye. Na enkonko ye say oh. President Abaye so ya yi we ye free as na man for and chase and ye kwahye party office ni ye gaga ho ye gi sade no emfri honum sa kind of food soldierism ni ye gaga ho nyina yetimi e ma ne ye na medi twato no Bawumia aye former president ye hu na mamu ye dim ye hu ne otimi ye ma Ghana ne na na da ni timu nyina no aye no so MPP aba ye hu MPP de okaya the day of super delegate media for bisa president Akufo-Addo say I don't know ajinsemo was yes wajitum sa ajinsem dembo obi a obeba after no eba be yi ne eba be yi afri sa statement no make ye no pregnant Ghana for enwene ho wono na jatum say adena ajinsem nipa na wone ne ye na ajinsem no. It means that that person cannot fix it. They will just say, "Nipa fufuro bi ere."
Nipa ne say no run no can won bi on.
Yeah, for money land the final comment.
You know, nipa bi no na egu man no. Ano mo afan crop say monye say mame. So,
oh, optional can buy one.
Oh, menka say ni yenka ho. What I mean is say Ghana has a nipa bi no pe. Ana more authority to say and as say President Akufo-Addo and then the vice president. The president assistant. Remember, that's a president in one man.
Orlando fire around there.
The president in one man. The BBA decision be a vice president be a fana. So dim sir. If you ever say president of America or Baby do 1 week or America within that week, decision be a vice president be taken. Fana. Now, Vice President is also under pay a tradition economy nation inside. If 2024, we cannot go without talking about the economy. Economy the Ebeka. Yeah, see at the industrial transformation, Ebabeshe, Ambesi Kasem, Akosro. Eti, you're making sure youth of this country, Mumayan support na alanche mantemra.
Okay.
No timima me bie ndumano. Na bibia timi koso. Like Kede Japan, the starch factory ya waye wo atebubu. Se wutie na wase oko ora lanche manti ho kokoshe the concept ni ade a obebo na baso ewo honum wo wiskano just idea na ba watima ye wa fan crofo eni ade sa pepepe ana lamba oba bebiebie akwanya no asante ebo se ya nyankopa ye na dom sikashe di sem sei na la create opportunity na mano no asande bibi fufuru aka na hospital a wo rane no ho na chese ye koye nim eni ne kai ka ho so on de che no eti your best the youth of this country say most supporto Alanche Martin was your independent presidential candidate.
Okay.
And their political party.
Okay.
Now movement for change the showball a year just say yeah the air coso. The first the youth to know assume no major to muna. Let's just say yeah be bomb basupa or munkoso no money man send yes
Yo, obviously, mommy now was say no. Richard, doc, mommy, final comment. Just 30 seconds.
Oba mobia 3 minutes.
I get 3 minutes, but your time
no problem. Oba me dance bebre Ghana for Nanado Danko Akufado and you Bawumia. Yeniminia omoye abo oman. Yenim kora de yenina abushe bia o Ghana ha eba etimi ko school for free on to school fees. Edru examination fees Akufado asen atua aboa oni Bawumia. Edru se yese yayare sa enhihye and yeguso yesi hospitals ahodo across agenda 111 IEC across the country. Edru se yenya nhihye na Ghana for yapomden yese the ambulances aba I support Ghana health system. Yehwi se ye digitalization agenda enkona nim no and national identity aba address system aba drone delivery system just nhihye bebre be good for my enemy say enyema ekoso. And then me no ka say close 145 factories and a operation across the country. Afani pimpim moye adwuma. Me no di kan kasa ma repeat say for the first time in many years ayenya almost 5 car assembling companies or more assemble cars or Ghana ha ayenya nya bito. One I was in nursing teacher training allowance any possible yentumi tuano and then yetimi tua nursing for any teacher training sa munya company. Economy ni nyema ekoso enam COVID-19 na nyema mu ayedi na abato na nya nasem 2024 na beto abano e wogide se mra edu emra mu a COVID mo ba mu dindin no ya inflation ekora ni ma kodu 55 and then me no kasa tia ba 35 mo baby. It means before January no we have hopes a bit me drop here about around 20. Okay. Before I enco do middle of the year, no, not the numbers in na year we have pre-COVID era no. Sana many baba. Exchange rate as my account was my cancer once no. And yes, abani bonibi. It is the situation that was induced by the COVID because they could do say a ban sana portfolio investors are $dollars are. Because the same problems were change the money and go. What was
criticizing Mahama?
You see, in Mahama economy, Mahama na COVID to nanka obeton yenyina. Nyama ekoso Ghana no. Yenim se Akufado kan so obeye. Waye a ogusu a oye. Nhihye a ode agudwom, security consideration. Nyama ekoso nkanya yenya 24 hours. Aye na yusu bi e okroma no. Ni nyina kire se Akufado na owura Bawumia abo adwuma. Na umbako so aye adwuma nyama COVID be se ni nyina nya COVID be se no Ghana nyina no they will restore it. And COVID Bawka say he knows how to restore economy. But in terms of human life, on to me. Into about restore economy, I name say economy no ya restore no kakra and nyama koso economy.
Yo doc mami no ati baby doc Richard Asante Asante your boy and prof mami nti your final thoughts on this issue.
If you what was it? When the course is here in the last 10 minutes. So we nama Ghana for nyina I sick of sa MPP ni NDC life from there. No say no more the economy now for the last 32 years. And unthoughtful populist policies in Kuan no more ba. Onum say omo kasa nyina obi ni ho a waka ye work ethic. Any our way of life, the way I see adwuma or Ghana for adwuma. I don't think some adwuma because you know be brave Ghana for be omugu no. And so unse politicians no be anka ho asem. Obi anka ya work ethic ho asem because they know say a problem. Ono mo kasa events unofficially a abaka say hey kroma wo be adwuma e be gu empanifo na o. Nso bi aso ntim pese mo address it. Alan Pe one Ken in Japan omona as part of their plan omakasa asem we ho asem. It tells you say the fundamental issues now they want to address. Now be jina kasa 24-hour economy ne ho anwan is our population ho anwan free states sa 24-hour economy no enkofo no work ethic ne nyem hefo na don be adwuma no Ghana fo ne be adwuma no a mo bie adwuma sese bi gu no wa wo adwuma ne bi meboa me wo adwuma ne bi a Ghana fo gu no omo ti sese omo gu no eno mo nka ho asem wabɛtena na ɛyi friend say obiti Bolly Bamboys or by interviews and na yi nya 24-hour economy also 24-hour economy crowd digital service communication yet me imagine say Ghana for NTA Alan the worker na enema worker nyina enema e frɛ brochire ba wo enye 24-hour economy enema banchi yedi de bia banchi ni obeya ne say oba add value to it chalo pa chire obe add value to it but ni omo ka nyina no your priorities pa ye say
okay.
Your priorities pa say maintain free Mahama ho maintain free your friend say Bawumia ho on the body sa 8 years ni maintain free crowd be is possible it is say dey na possible say banchi na possible say menkene na possible say dey na possible no na is possible and na Mahama beka no account Mahama beka account and no Ghana for priorities and Ghana for priorities Alan with timia detailing Ken also may ethanol may say they have given us plans. I would say we have to question them say what the plan number sika ben na de baba ye was a question sika ben pa what is sika be baby because say omo no sika ni dollar na nam $12 no sika ni it is sika na wo he pa say yen so na ba be register taxes wo so dey am kan kire because adwuma ni ho na be register taxes so and as a mo musika na mo de be so am kan kire ba bia musika no wo okay mo sika no so de gu hon dia ene mo fa mi anwuma no basa NDC intina ya me program enta basa me baso no sa NDC ni MPP ni amamba e ohun ni o me ye we enye on pro ya say almost 1 hour Yangari obi abegina o say your friend say 24-hour economy na we be see fundamentals are weak na sa meanwhile kenke enam 5 cedis 10 cedis kenke enam they also ka 24-hour economy kenke nam 100 cedis also ka 24-hour economy your priority pa na say
okay Doc, my problem, me know a very important question. I think one day you be saying Abasu Ebium. Me know what say no join any program no prof Jubi Usu nya message radio ewo university ewo America brochi memu. Enti ye na mu nyina mo say hopes na do Nyankopon sha me da say bebe say o join any discussion or say ya frafranto movement na ko. Kofi Kranti so independent. Kofi Kranti, I didn't ask you whether possible sir at any point to join hopes mo.
If you made it baby and ma can say Ubia or Dogana na ultimate policies are to say a pro Ghana, pro youth, no, they am for them. What I say. But now let me say this: if you are for by Rebecca say now, let me address one thing Ghana from here. Say, would they me say go back and listen to every candidate? Ubia to me can say they're going to punish corruption to the core. Ubia to me in council. Adding because Obia Obeba oye candidate Obekesi Obia wa bokrono da wa cause financial loss to the state no Obe make sure say system no be chire no na ya punish no according to the law no ne candidates ni begu meboa ka chire me only candidates because you sika wadi election na no Jimensa to me, in flow will be anka say, baby, amunya musika fin, mumbra na mumbe prove more financials. Obi and to me declare ne financials, so baby, I want yes, fia what they won elections and 1 year, what they have do have whatever Obi and to me prove here because Sika no crumb and walk away and he walk on your fee. Won't go walk on here. Come and prove it to Ghanaians where you got that money from. Meboa.
Kobe, you better corruption another time. Yeah, I think I know see a whole topic on its own. Mr. Candidate, this candidate, everybody's position on corruption. What is everybody?
America the said, none of these candidates, no, they are qualified to even present themselves for candidacy because we'll be all the Obabe drop the hammer on corruption. Now bang begu because one out one benano, there are glimpses of corruption. I mean, guess it won't but or push down hard on corruption now bang begu.
Okay.
It's young, you're clean. You maybe will be a my contract that. Young penny between like I said, from the president to be exemption of all stripping of all exemptions, all the way to the last person. You cause financial loss to the state, capital punishment. Hinana etumiaka say oba change constitution because constitution na what for mun wudidi. Hinana akase oba be national development plan. Obi about manifesto. The manifesto beba. Manifesto is party specific.
Okay.
Young penny nation specific I say be national development plan for the next 20, 30, 50 years. Be entrenched in the constitution obien to mensesa yen penny akase obi or fall below poverty line be ma waduan no wadi be ma check every month akoto account mu guasufo mea nkrofo ene nam kwan ho by stock yi hawkers
again Kofi another time you come we also ask you a question so be funding we because what just to say
very simple
funding we
if you
but
number one
also another topic also policy by policy so
and brana baby say because made my ready part to tell you where you benya yisikedi na efi and it's in exactly where into obi to me point a finger no into obi a person okobo bosiano because sikano is in us ehye yenkotokum yenyi sikana ye wia for last 32 years nemra na yemfam build the economy enya bosiabo
okay
sikano yenkotokum if you hear that say, wait here for the one where he in God bless our homeland Ghana. Have a good night.
Yeah, that's it, baby. Kofi Grant, yeah, that's it, baby. Hope see minister can final comment be by Ben on why idea. You be fire the cylinder be why.
Next program yeah that
Monday.
Eka Kofi emfa ni policies no bra yes de baba.
Okay.
Alan o jantie na no asem tu ntimi ga say. Na wonu yeah, plans a good hold move for Sanya Mano. Yeah, na Allah sister or no de baba, but to them I mention home. In them to cross a war hold my board president for who by Yentimin prosecute you mono. Allah baby everyone. Or Baba can want them.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay. It's next week. A young position on S-Gash and the number of ministers near the end. Let's look at that.
That's right.
Next week.
That's right.
I hope see a so Kasama Fafranto movement. So say movement. A political party. The MPP for no you or more film no. Any material. Doc Richard Asante. Ebe Asante Abo joining a doc. That's baby so better than ever joining and Professor Jubin Owusunya Meche so be joining or Tradio University America. Chris Dugan. President Mahama communicators in penny for no back community President Mahama and then I'm a probo nyina na no ya we be wasan ya ba no Chris ya da so be internet na mo Chris but next week Chris be san ba so be with a very very good internet mo am join am send a comment nya mo say may read it and there are two screens so that we can read it from the screen so ya da mas Zigman thank you so much you've been joining us from beginning ABC Sabre Grace Akwane Francis Kobina Mami Fosu ya da mo nyina mo asese mo join here wow udi attempt cry is okay ni nyina ka ho na eso bloodline family also fire and comfort but it's okay ni nyina ka ho na eso sometimes ni nyina it's all part of the game ti da mo nyina ase the oye yo the one ye yo enya hwe ni nyina it's all part of the edumane ti thank you so much mo nyina mo join here mami for hini voice ya o de to no hini na samia me ya said yo which was ordinary kuma mu ya and all kind about bad rules and me he hopes ye kpomfo Yenim kwan money a yefa so wokpon. Valco road and Kroma factory road industrial area road nso kwan money e ho ne yenam. You offer kpon ne you do wenya road ya. Obi edi so be 5 hours ansa na wabakrum. How? Until I can feel the concerns of Oheneno. We a brass to say Ghana, yes, said a year corner. We can't continue like that. Mammy for say, I made that say, Senior Coupon Shy in Mammy for say that's a Ben in cancer. God bless you, Wati. Yakopon Shas also send a comment. Nate Romuna, God bless you, people. Yenti Oheneno.
That's so high. Nano, Nanado, by Mcassana. Foot 20, my bosom, you know, Ghanaian Frying Fia. And that what is a Casamitrim? I am Brisam. Footro, na mammy tea. Me and dear, and what to do. I done Yaya on the bay. I have for my Yaya on the bay. Casada Miravo. A day. Your says this is me no pen and this for there. I have for your two about your 2 MPP. Now for the ban saying. And your party Timusa Coco Kakra Mutumitui, and your crown was one of Fako, Uba Kobiana Kada from. And now you're near Nina Bokana for the Chayana Adeco. Your father senior and I say. And then short time I will show you how dance over. Aday. You cannot crack, most of me and cannot crack.
A bad idea. It is an idea that has not been thought through. Today, I hear John Mahama has a new idea that he wants a 24-hour economy. I say, I don't know where he got the idea from, but it is not a bright idea. The 24-hour economy cannot be legislated by government. Today, there are many businesses that are already open for 24 hours. Hospitals are open for 24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. Banks, because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours.